Hello and welcome to unMadeGaming, guys. It is Tuesday, and that means Dungeons & Dragons, the Curse of Strahd. And we're going to jump right into things here today, so let's go around and meet our cast and crew. Kenny, who are you? What are you doing here? Why are you so bundled up? And who are you playing tonight?
Well, first off, I'm KW Frags. Sometimes I mod, sometimes I do my own thing. And it is a brisk 40-something degrees up here in the Northeast, and I don't like it.
I'm not a fan of this.
I do not appreciate the weather doing what it's doing right now.
I'm not okay, Dad. I'm not okay.
Border for you.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, and I'm playing Toddrick Ellisor.
Sweet. What's he about?
He is a dirty little nature wizard, druid man, who thinks he knows more than he does. He's a sass mouth sometimes.
He's a sass mouth. Someone else who is a sass mouth and doesn't adapt to cold well. Rem, who are you? What are you doing here? And who are you playing tonight?
Well, it's me, Rem, at Insomniacs Inc. And it is, oh my goodness, down here in Georgia, we are freezing down here at 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Please, someone come save us. I'm playing Auntie Nanny. She is a human wizard, abjuration-oriented. She's gotten a little kooky lately, a little more deviant. She tends to be very much like a nice little old babysitter nanny. But now she's turning into a bit more of the Trunchbull. But who knows? Maybe she'll go good, she'll go nice, bad.
Who knows?
Who knows?
And our northern friends who would find this weather quite warm, shorts weather, if not flip-flops. We'll start with the maple syrup and moose himself. Mr. Bitters, who are you? What are you doing here? And who is Toddrick Ellisor?
I'm Mr. Bitters. Today I think I pretty much hate everything.
Yeah.
We'll just stick with that. Except it's like the same temperature here, and I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
So stop it, Kenny. Today.
Oh man.
Bitters, you muted yourself.
Whatever you were saying.
Oh, for fuck this program. Yep, today I'll be playing Stewart Gibbs with 2 exclamation points for emphasis. He's a human fighter, and he's just pals with everybody, except everyone he hates.
Sweet. And our last Canadian neighbor, Madfish, who are you? What are you doing here? And who are you playing tonight?
Madfish. I do things on the internet and make stuff. I'm playing Thorne, the barbarian dragonborn. She's got a theme song now, and she's got a really hard time differentiating for herself what is right and wrong. So she has been led along an interesting path so far. It's been interesting to see what people have been telling her to do, and what she has actually ended up doing. So.
I want you to know that I did play your theme song while you were introducing Thorne.
Awesome.
Oh, man. Guys, go check out Madfish's Etsy. It's some cool shit there. Rem, send me your link. You have a link, too. I'll put that in chat. And we'll jump right into things today, because I know these guys are about to get their asses kicked. So, without further ado, previously on the Curse of Strahd, fending off what appeared to be a crazed druid and a veritable tide of twig blight, the members of the Order of Ash and Bone managed to free the fermentation room from the grips of evil, only to succumb to the self-imbibed poisonous wine. As they licked their wounds, a strange addled man appeared, beckoning them through a doorway. This man claimed to be the disenfranchised owner of the winery, and that evil druids had swept down and driven his family from the grounds. Asking them to clear the winery of the wretched dirtmongers, the man offered to deliver the wine anywhere that they would like. Mad druid after mad druid, the group began to clear the winery, stumbling upon what Toddrick believed to be a relic of ancient vampiric power. Finally feeling safe, the party decided to stop and take a quick rest to assess their wounds. However, their break was all too short and none too restful. Guys, you are relaxing, some of you sleeping, some of you a human burrito, some of you are chilling, hanging out at a table, when all of a sudden you hear boom and the door to the kitchen room that you are in explodes outward. And standing outside, you see another one of these disheveled, dirt-matted, nasty, gnarly teeth, hide-wearing druids. And slithering into the door are two humanoids that look like they're in completely made up of or entangled by vines as they slip into the room. And we can just go ahead and roll some initiative. Click on your tokens and roll initiative. We can.
Can
Sorry,
do.
Can you ship me?
Yes.
I don't know where we are. Sorry, I got lost.
Whip.
Thank you.
There you go.
With at 5.
Ooh, nailed it.
Did you nail it?
Nailed it.
Did you nail it?
And you know what, Rick? Just okay.
Is that what we're doing now?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see how it is. Let's see here. Let's kill you with these guys first. Boom. And this guy second. Boom.
Hey, he's just as slow as me.
So these guys blast into the door. You see them slither in and start to assess the situation. Toddrick, you are just quick enough to wake up and get your ass in gear. What do you want to do? Actual Toddrick.
Actual Toddrick, gotcha. Let me see. I got a fancy staff.
You do get a fancy stick.
And if I'm not mistaken, it gives me fancy health.
It does if you
When I boop somebody with it, yeah.
Yep. You got to expend a charge and boop something with it.
Yeah. And I think, go away, stop it. Sorry, I don't know what mine. Okay. All right, we're good now. Yeah, I'm gonna see the first mummy man, and I'm gonna boop him with the staff.
Sure.
On to Snoot.
That's not going to boop him. That 10's not going to do it.
So I'm gonna swing and miss just shy because I have short little pudgy arms, and then I'm gonna, as I swing it, just gonna kind of drop it, and actually no, that's right. I use the staff now, and I'm gonna ready up the shillelagh.
With that staff?
Yeah.
Sweet. So yeah, you swing. You're trying to get over this table, out of these chairs, and sort of whack this guy, sort of clambering around Stewart Actual, and you happen to miss. You swing a little wide. Thorne, you are asleep. You can, since you're technically prone, you can probably get to the room, but you probably can't attack anybody.
Yeah, okay, so what I will do then is rage.
Yep.
Because they woke me up,
That's fair.
and then I will double move. So then I would be able to get 15 feet. Would I be able to, like, get up, like, on the table?
Sure.
Here? Okay. So I will just rage barge through the room and just get up on that table and then give them my biggest, scariest roar.
I like it.
All
So-
the acid spit flying.
So you stumble out of the bed, you trip over the burritoed in the rug Auntie Nanny, you push past Toddrick, swinging away at these vine blights, and you jump on top of the table, and just flecks of saliva and rage spittle are sort of slapping these vine things in the face, and they don't really seem to give a shit about that. And at this moment is when I remind the audience that if you guys want to affect combat or the game at all, you guys can donate for Nat 1s, Nat 20s, all kinds of crazy shit, so feel free. And on the Vine Blade's turn, they look at Toddrick and see him swing, and if they had faces, you'd see that they're a little startled. One of them moves to attack Thorne, while the other attacks at Stewart. So this is for Thorne. 11 misses you, and this is for Stewart. 11 misses you. Guys, you can donate for me too. And the druid steps into the room, sees what's going on, and immediately she does something. She does entangle on... Can she see? No, there's too many people, I think. There's too many people in there. Yeah. She's going to cast Barkskin on herself. Boop. And she has a higher AC now. And that's what she does. And she readies her quarterstaff. That brings us to Auntie Nanny. You were just stumbled over. You are now awake, wrapped in a burrito. So technically you are prone as well. So half your movement speed. And you see all of your friends are engaged with what looks like a pile of humanoid tangled vines and another one of these dirty dirt wizards.
Not the worst situation she's found herself in.
Right.
Nanny will... Oh, yeah, definitely. She's going to roll out of the burrito, just unfold it. Keep rolling. Mm-hmm. Roll. Over here. And she's going to do some color spray on these people. She's going to throw out her hands and wiggle them good and well. And there's that. So I'll roll 60-10. Okay, so 53 hit points worth of creatures. Starting with the smallest, we're going to switch to the most. What's it say? They are... Come on, what does it say the actual thing that happens? I hate reading. We can do a major in reading. Affected by the spell is blinded. So they the ones with the lowest hit points get affected first. You subtract those hit points from the total and see how many can be blinded. Man,
I want you guys to remember that one time that I was a nice DM. This says creatures. That means it affects allies. But we'll go with the Vine Blades. The Vine Blades have the lowest health, and two of them together equals enough to take out your whole spell. So both of the Vine Blades are affected, while Thorne is not. And what do? They have what now? They're
blind. That means disadvantage on attacks.
It does mean disadvantage on attacks. Starting with the creature lowest, subtract each of the blah, 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 must equal to blah, 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 blah. Cool. Sweet. So these two are blinded. Let me put a little marker on there so we remember that business.
Can't see.
Oh, no, don't roll 20 on me. Okay, that's fine. That
was a good-ass roll. 53 from 60
That is a good. Yeah. You got 4 D10s, like rolled 10s.
Boom.
You blew all your dice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now you're fucked. Stewart Actual, it's your turn.
Stewart was having the greatest dream until he woke up and it was actually vines trying to wrap around him.
Yeah.
And he pushes up. The fuck did you guys... And I think some cutlery from the table that that Thorne is standing on is going to go flying at this druid.
In what manner?
With some catapult. It's just gonna Stewart's gonna there.
I forgot that you were a fucking Eldritch Knight.
Yeah, I never use it.
I know. That's why I forget.
Yeah.
I love that spell.
Okay. So describe to me what this looks like.
Yeah, Stewart literally looks around. He's pissed off about it. There's another dirty druid, so he points at the table at a fork.
Yep.
And then points at the druid, and it lifts up and fires across the room towards her.
Okay. And the druid needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Really easy DC, but
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. Oh, I had to refresh. Hold on one second. Pro streamer. That's what they call me. Ka-chow!
Nice.
Nope, they failed. All you.
So they take 14 bludgeoning damage from a fork.
Hot damn. That is quite a bit of bludgeoning damage from a fork.
Yeah.
Okay. 14 damage. Was not expecting that. Fair. It is back to Toddrick's turn. Mr. Bitters, what does Toddrick do?
He unmutes himself.
Step 1. Yeah, since I got my shillelagh ready, I'm gonna take a swingity swooty at this guy right here in front of not Toddrick.
Okay. So that hits.
All right, yeah.
7 bludgeoning damage on the Vine Blight right there. Cool. Yeah, so you just crack this guy baseball style. And are you activating one of your charges?
No, I'm not gonna activate the charge on that one.
So you crack this thing, and you see that its like tentacly vines were like kind of like squiggling and writhing towards Stewart, and you see that as soon as you like all the vines just sort of reform back into this humanoid shape, and it moves towards you, and it starts to like move slightly towards you. Thorne, you see the one that is in front of Toddrick, and the one in front of Stewart moving towards Toddrick.
This one here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's gonna get my ragey great axe.
Alrighty.
21?
A 21 will hit for sure. 11 damage. You take a big chunk out of this guy. You like bring the great axe down. You just like cut a swath through these vines as like pieces of it are falling, like wriggling to the ground and trying to like reform back up the legs like a bag of snakes.
She's very satisfied with herself
Mhm.
because axes were made for chopping trees.
It's true, and they're like on the ground, flipping around.
She's enjoying this a lot.
The best part is I'm pretty sure only you guys saw the hand movements I was doing over here. So,
They were good. They were good, I can assure you.
Yeah, chat, don't worry about it. They were great hand movements. The Vine Blades attack again. The one that has been severed lunges towards Toddrick with renewed vigor. And it is going to attempt to constrict you with a 6. And then another one attacks at Thorne. What is happening? What's happening right now? Remember when I used to try to kill you guys? Not today.
They can't see.
That's true. They are blinded. Even with an 11 and a 12. It's hot trash, guys.
They really can't see.
Yeah. I need you guys
Yeah,
to be worse.
you would have hit me with an 11 though.
I need you guys to be worse. That's what I need. Please. The druid sort of steps up, looking at Toddrick and that amazing-looking staff you have in your hand, and produces fire at you. Does a 14 hit? Yes. 1. You see this like black flame appear in her hand, and she throws it at you, and you just feel like the hotness just hit you, but dissipates over your well-treated robes, your dirty robes.
Yeah, he's gonna go.
Yeah, it was pretty ineffective.
Yeah,
But you take 1 damage from fire.
yeah, like his chest hair has just got like this perfectly burned circle into it, and
Yeah.
he like looks down at his shirt. That was weird.
Exactly. It's just clean now. Like the dirt just charred and fell off. Now you're just like in a clean spot. That is the druid's turn. Auntie Nanny, it is your turn.
Yeah, that's a little cooking stove next to me, right?
It is, yes.
Ooh, it doesn't happen to be on, does it?
Let's say it's at least warm because you did cook some apple tarts.
True, I did cook apple tarts. Auntie Nanny then will use her cooking pot to reach in and scoop up as much like charcoals as she can, and just fling the burning charcoals at the evil druid.
Add the evil druid. Okay, cool. So make me a dexterity
Okay.
attack with
So
no
shoo
proficiency.
shoo. 2.
So you scoop this. What do you use to scoop hot coals? Just
Her cauldron
Okay.
that she digs with.
So you scoop
Her
into the
hands!
cauldron, but because the cauldron is bowl shaped and like has like a upward lip, most of the coals get stuck in there when you try to like make a splash effect. They would just sort of like flip back inside, but a few coals sort of scatter out. Fortunately, most of them miss Thorne, but the majority of them do just scatter across the table ineffectively towards the druid, just inconveniencing Thorne's foot placement.
I did my best.
That's true, you did.
I feel like all combat stopped and everybody in the room just kind of looked over at her like,
But when you look at her, you can see that she still has like sleepies in the corner of her eyes, and her hair is all crazy and wild. So she looks like a witch of the wilds because she woke up from a burrito.
And I'm
snap.
covered in soot.
Yeah, she's covered in soot and like dragging the rug behind her a little bit still.
Between me and the other druid, there's 2 of them.
Oh shit! That is their turn. That is Auntie Nanny's turn. It is Stewart's turn.
Enjoy your stay.
Yeah, Stewart's got to go back to the tried and true. I really kind of feel like I missed a fork you joke, but you know,
don't we all?
Yeah. So this viney guy in front of me is gonna get a taste of my glaive.
What's it taste like?
Tastes like 13.
13 is enough to hit the vine blade. How do you kill this vine blade?
I mean, it's already pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Half chopped down. So Stewart just takes out that last little bit and yells "Timber!" before spinning the back end at that druid.
Okay. A 10 will not hit. So you just come in, you like choke up on it, you slice through the middle. You see like all the vines like they just flop to the ground and begin like writhing like tentacles on the floor. And then you quickly spin and try to get the haft of the polearm towards the druid, but she quickly leaps out of the way, and it misses her. However, it is now Toddrick's turn. You see the vine blade that was attacking you is dead. One attacks Thorne still, and there's a druid who is actively pursuing you. You want to try to unmute first, and then you want to start over.
Sorry. Toddrick's gonna step back into the room, and he's gonna thorn whip the druid right here.
Okay, that hits.
Get over here!
3 piercing damage, and this druid flies by.
And I believe the pull and poke and the pull and I don't know if the slash and grab.
It could work. It is now Thorne's turn. So Thorne, you see a druid just sort of get pulled towards you.
Well, doesn't bitters have a reactionary?
It's only when they enter range. She was already.
Oh, she was already in range.
Yeah.
You right.
Yep.
You right.
And Thorne wouldn't get an attack of opportunity because it's forced movement.
You right.
But it is Thorne's turn. So.
Yeah, I figured, axes are made for chopping trees, so I'm chop me a tree.
Sure.
With my rage.
A 13 will hit the vine blade.
Sweet.
13 damage. Perfect. So again, you just cleaving out at this this vine blade, and every time you hit, it just slides through like butter, cleaving vines off, just flopping onto the ground and kind of writhing there before they just finally die and turn brittle. This thing looks fairly hurt as well.
I'm very happy I spend time taking care of and sharpening my axe.
You've learned a new profession, gardening, violet gardening. It is the Vine Blight's turns. This Vine Blight is going to immediately... actually, you know what? This Vine Blight is going to... nothing. He's going to try to grab you again. With a fucking nat 20. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Doesn't he have disadvantage?
Shit! How long is he blinded for, Ren?
One round.
Oh,
yeah. You won't have it.
Okay.
Suck it. Good try, Bitters. I appreciate your effort. You take 19 damage from this monstrosity. And then you need to make a DC 12 acrobatics or athletics check.
Okay.
You succeed. So it immediately just like claps on top of you, and you can feel all the vines just writhing around you as it's like slowly like squeezing you to death. But you are able to get your bulging muscles and your battle axe, your great axe, and just sort of and you tear a few of the vines as you break free.
I will laugh menacingly at it.
It doesn't seem to notice or care, but you, again, as you're this close to it, you don't think it has a face.
Yeah, well, I mean, she has an audience, right?
Yeah.
So she's posing for the audience.
You gotta be thorny badass. So,
Yeah.
and at a minimum, these guys are thorny and you're thorny, and so someone has to be a dominant thorn.
Yeah.
Um,
She's the loudest bark in the room.
This druid, however, is in panic mode and is probably going to sacrifice its Vine Blight by casting Boom! Thunder Wave. Everyone make a DC 12 con check,
Shit.
including the Vine Blight. 19, so Madfish makes it. So Rem, you fail. Bitters, you fail. Everyone else makes it. So Rem and Bitters. So Auntie Nanny and Stewart, you take 18 damage and are both blasted against the wall. And this pushes you. How many feet? Quite a few. It pushes you 10 feet away. So we'll just do this once. /R 2d4. So you take an additional 7 damage as you're just against the wall as the concussive blast just sort of blasts you against the wall. So you both take, what is that, 18, 25. 25 points of damage.
What?
Yep.
Damn. Nanny down.
Oh.
Yeah, that's one of the house rules we adapted for Miss Thorne there. She has a push attack. And if you push them against the wall, it does 1d4 extra damage of force. So all house rules also apply to NPCs because, circle of life. So this thing just, and a big shockwave blasts you guys back. Thorne, you are able to hold your position. Toddrick, you're able to hold your position. However, you both take 9 points of damage. As you are, just this concussive force just sort of plows through you guys. And this, this druid is shitting her pants. Stewart, are you still up?
Yeah.
Okay. You can tell that she's looking to the door. She was hoping that anyone but Auntie Nanny went down. She's looking to the door behind you, knowing that there's no way she's going to get past the two of you, Thorne and Stewart. So she ends her turn there, preparing, and you see... Toddrick, you see a very similar thing happen where she kind of like chokes up on her staff, and you can tell that she is readying a shillelagh. Auntie Nanny, are you down?
Yep.
Make me one death save.
Nanny down. Nanny down.
Nanny, we need to get you some armor or life. We need to get you some
armor doesn't save from the Thunderwave
That's true,
spell.
it doesn't.
Which is the only thing that's been wrecking me this game.
That's true. It has like every time in this place. So that is one failure. Unfortunately. Stewart, you see Auntie Nanny blast back, and as you're kind of recovering, using the haft of your polearm to stand up, you see that she is crumpled against the pantry door, down on the ground. What do you want to do?
I'm in with the potatoes and the carrots.
Fuck, again.
If Auntie Nanny was going to die somewhere, she'd want it to be in a pantry, I think.
I mean, yeah. It's a fitting place for evil people to die.
Yeah.
The pantry nanny.
I think it's time to burn my second wind as a bonus action.
Sure.
Get that healing done on me. And I think that burns my bonus action, so I think she needs to taste my glaive.
Mm-hmm. Do you add new spices to it? Is it a new flavor?
No, but I do miss.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I got bounced around like a pinball.
You did get thrown aloft. Yeah, so
Yeah,
you sort of like,
rough.
you see her like squatting down with her shillelagh ready, and you sort of, go to hit her and miss. Now, do you get the second attack, or is it only on hit?
I do not. It's only as a bonus action, so
Gotcha.
I'm out of luck.
Toddrick, you see that Stewart is a little concussed here. He's hurting, and that this druid seems to be wanting to go through him. And you see her choking up on that shillelagh.
I'm gonna tackle her.
You're gonna tackle her to the ground. Okay.
Ground.
So make a grapple. That's going to be an athletics check versus an opposed athletics or acrobatics from her.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
So a 15. She's going to make an acrobatics check. And she fails. You muckle her to the ground.
I give her the old like I do like the old Goldberg, and I just spear her straight into the ground, right in front of old Thorny here.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm just gonna hold on for dear life with her and wrap her arm.
All right. So you use your action, just like you torpedo right at her, boom, knock her to the ground, and you sort of like got yourself positioned on top of her, holding her arms down as she's struggling against you. Fantastic. Thorne, you have a Vine Blight on you. You saw an impressive act from your Dirt Wizard. It is your turn.
All right, this Vine Blade is getting in my way.
Mm-hmm.
Go. So I'm gonna chop it.
That hits.
And then I'm gonna give it a little push too.
Okay,
so,
roll 1d4.
4 there.
So it takes 8 damage. Okay, you sort of swing wide with this thing, causing it to like get blasted back. It sort of bumps into the countertop behind it, and you can see that like as you hit it, a lot of the vines remaneuver so that it kind of like wraps around the cabinet, and then it pushes itself back and is standing back where it was. It looks like there's more vines just dying and falling off of it, but it's not quite dead yet.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah.
And then can I just like turn around a little bit so that I could? Would I be able to see the druid if I turned around?
Yeah. I mean, if you're facing this thing and you look behind you, you could probably see Toddrick squirming on top of something. And you knew the druid got pulled by you, so you know you're smart enough to know that he's probably on top of a druid.
I will ask him. I will say, find out why she's here. How many there are, and then I will turn back to the Vine Blade.
Sweet.
And I'm annoyed at its lack of fear in my presence.
Well, it may not fear you, but it for sure is struggling to hit you. As it like recovers more and more vines turning to like this ashen dust and falling off of it as it like lumbers towards you and like towards you, and it misses entirely. You're easily able to maneuver out of the way. Man, I'd be a real asshole if I just thunderclapped again. The druid is writhing beneath you, Toddrick.
Enjoy your stay.
I mean, she's gonna die.
She is gonna die. She is gonna die.
Of course, I believe Nanny would as well, but you know.
Yeah. My curiosity is, what does restrained do? That's what I want to see. Does it make it so you guys can't attack? You can't chase, and you get no... that's it. You just can't chase. And you have disadvantage. Interesting. So, Toddrick, you are planting this druid down, and she's like squirming against you, and you see her move her hands in a way, and her hands and wrists just sort of jerk up, and you hear in Druidic that she is casting a spell, and before you have enough time to do anything about it, boom, she casts Entangle in a 20-foot square, which takes up the majority of this room. So everyone can make a DC. Oh, really? You can't give me the DC on the spell? You can't just do that? 12. Oh, it did. 12. DC 12. Strength check.
This is why nobody's afraid of druid magic, you know?
We'll
I am casting a spell!
Thorne, we'll say you don't have to make it because you're on top of a table.
Well, there goes my dice.
Yep. But Auntie Nanny, you're dead. You don't have to. You're just wrapped up in vines. So, Bitters, you've, I assume, seen Toddrick do this kind of thing, and you quickly are able to, like, bat back some of these vines that are creeping up your leg. However, as you're getting them off of you, you see that they're climbing up the chair and the table leg next to you, and you see several of them just sort of grab onto Toddrick and, like, sink him to the ground. And now, Toddrick, you are restrained and in a mess of vines as this person gets up and runs into this room. because she thinks there's an exit.
With an opportunity attack.
It is. It would be an opportunity attack.
Heck yeah.
19 hits.
I can hit 1.
4 does damage. Not enough to kill, but it does some damage, for sure. So describe this swipe as you go by her.
Stewart's actually kind of smiling as the vines grab Toddrick. Because the one time Toddrick did show him this spell, the vines, he's like, I'll show you something real cool. And the vines crawled up and restrained Stewart and held him in place. He couldn't break them. And Toddrick just came up and started slapping him, yelling pink belly.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
So this is almost poetic for him.
I'm not surprised by any of this. And you see that again, Toddrick, as you're stuck to the ground, you see her choke up on that staff, and she's going to try to cast Shillelagh, having seen that there's no exit in this room, because I believe you guys closed the secret door and put something in front of it. So it is the end of her turn. Auntie Nanny, I need one more death save.
No, there, no.
Nat 1.
Let's see, that would be my luck.
That would be your luck.
A 9.
Okay, that's still a failure.
Nanny down.
As Auntie
Nanny
Nanny
down.
slips closer to being one of the collected souls in Strahd's army.
She's looking real bad, but nobody can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a
blends
lot
in.
of difference. Stewart, it is your turn. You are the only one on the ground, seemingly unaffected by these vines, and you saw the druid run into the other room. And it looks to be as though Thorne has this vine blight. She's got it.
Yeah.
Also, you still see Auntie Nanny wrapped in vines now on the pantry floor.
Yeah. See, I'm kind of fucked there. Can I use my action to free Toddrick of the vines?
You may. You may
All right.
attempt to do just that. It would be let me see here. Conditions. It would be a strength saving throw? Strength saving throw. Or a strength, for you would be athletics. Athletics check, sorry.
I would like to attempt that.
Okay, you may use your action to attempt to free Toddrick. It is a DC 12, unfortunately.
That's some shit.
Yep.
Fuck.
You've got to use your back. You've got to use your back. Just come on.
Don't fucking
He
talk
can-
right now.
He can talk, he just can't move. Which is the worst status to be in for a Toddrick.
You know what? Just whisper sweet nothings to Nanny. I'll watch your back. And I would like to action surge.
Got
Okay.
the grease.
You action surge.
And run in and start swinging.
You should have range. You can stay where we were, right? You have.
I I'd just like to be the most pressing threat in that
Gotcha.
room.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, swing away. 19 does hit, and 4 damage.
Wait, I didn't. No, that was.
Oh, that was the
earlier.
old one. Sorry, that was earlier. My bad. I scrolled up
Yeah.
accidentally.
That one's better.
Okay, how do you kill this?
Nice.
So big, like things are very pressing, and I feel bad because I couldn't even pull the dwarf out of the vines when they didn't even bother me. Maybe I kind of wanted them to be in the vines. So to make up for that, I think Stewart just like overhand slashes right into her throat and like severs her down the chest.
The sternum.
There's the
You
thing.
just sort of operate on her. Just
Suddenly in real life, I'm Thorne. Yeah.
so you do. You open her up, and like a lot of her insides in your rage, and you are blind, failing to save your friend's rage. You just sort of right down the middle. Blood just squirts out. Toddrick is covered in it while trapped in these vines, and a lot of insides become outsides and just sort of spill to the floor again on Toddrick. And Toddrick, as you're trying to get away from all of this, the vines begin to brittle and turn to ash, and you're able to free yourself as you kind of scramble back away from the organs.
Todrick's gonna get up drenched in druid guts and just look over at Stewart. Lily.
You were dirty anyway.
And Toddrick's gonna walk over there and pick old Danny up.
Using healing touch or cure wounds?
Cure wounds, yeah.
Roll a 1d8.
Kiss me.
Are you using it at level 1 or level 2?
I'll use it at level 1 since she doesn't have.
Yeah, I believe it's 1d8. I believe it's 1d8 plus
That'll top me
plus
up.
your wisdom. So like 1d8 plus 3 probably.
Plus 3, yeah. Oh, that is a 9. That is not right. That's not how you do that.
Other slash. Slash R space 1d8 plus 3.
Oh, it's slash R. I thought it was R.
Yep.
I think in Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I and I still put a 9 because I'm super cool like that, guys.
Whatever you do, don't roll all.
It's okay, guys. He's from the
Hey.
south. So, Auntie Nanny, you heal 11 hit points. You feel reinvigorated. You feel life flow back into your body. And you look up to see a bedraggled Toddrick covered in blood and gore.
Oh, hello there. Fancy meeting you in this pantry.
And he's just gonna say, "You're not dead yet. We still got you, so yeah."
Oh, dearie. Oh, good. She's still in the potatoes until it's her turn.
Mm-hmm. Thorne, you see out of the corner, you see Toddrick covered in blood go and resurrect Auntie Nanny. For whatever that's worth. And you see the vine blight before you.
I feel better about that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna grumbly chop this thing. So mad. So mad.
That's always how it is. It's always when Thorne is the last person fighting is when you can't hit anything.
Everyone's watching.
Which is the worst part because everyone's just like, you
Oh, wait. I have an advantage.
Because you're raging?
No, because it was on my sheet.
Oh, you just have an advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I think we got the
What a
retweets.
A 14 would hit him, yeah.
Then chop.
How do you kill this last vine blight?
She's just gonna, she's so mad, she's just gonna just go nuts and just chop it into, more and more, smaller and smaller and smaller.
Like the last druid you killed, you mean?
Yeah. But this is way more satisfying, you know, because the meat of the vines is a little thicker,
Yeah. No skill or finesse. You just grab one hand right towards the axe, one hand at the bottom, and you just start going to town like a cleaver on this vine blight.
And just making a mess.
You see, the vines are kind of flying everywhere. The green ichor is leaking out of them, going everywhere. As they hit the ground, they turn to they brittle and turn to ash and just sort of fall to the side. You guys have succeeded in combat. Everyone is covered in some kind of gore. What do you guys want to do?
I think Stewart's going to come back out of this room.
Mm-hmm.
And because Thorne was interested, Thorne, I asked what she was doing here. She said it's because they're dicks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's still panting heavily, but she's gonna look at your, how you're covered in gore, and she's like, "Good job."
Oh, not it. Oh, yeah, right. Most of this isn't mine.
For once.
No, most of it is. He was almost dead from that.
Well, you got concussed, so it's mostly internal damage.
Oh, right. I'm just bleeding internally.
Yeah.
Nobody can see those
Yeah.
wounds.
You just have bruised organs. You're fine.
And
You
feelings.
have a few shattered ribs, a bruised ego, and bruised organs. Other than that, you're fine.
She'll come down off the table eventually,
Mhm.
and probably just sit down on the floor for a while and start cleaning and sharpening. Well,
Okay, so for future reference, I guess taking a nap in the middle of the slaughter of a bunch of wild savage druids was probably a bad idea.
fine.
Write that
Yeah,
down. Someone
you're
put that in a notebook.
Yeah, I feel like this is something adventurers should have known, and we're clearly not the sort.
you want to borrow one of Auntie Nanny's books and start an adventuring journal?
I feel like Toddrick is taking notes now. That's
Toddrick, what are you doing? Covered in druid blood.
Toddrick's probably just literally standing there, kind of like this. Anybody got like a towel or something? His pumpkin costume is just drenched.
Oh yeah, your pumpkin costume is.
Nanny. Oh, I know what to get that right out. And she goes and just like throws a big old basket of flour on you just to soak it all up. Mm-hmm. And then starts using her broom to wipe all the clumps off of you.
So you grab a bag of flour. You use all the strength you have in Auntie Nanny to grab this bag of flour and just sort of poof, you just cover him. You antique him in flour. And it begins to clot immediately because it's wet viscera. And then you take the broom and just aggressively just like kind of beat him like an old rug.
Yep.
And the clumps do fall off. However, the bright orange and green and black jack-o'-lantern costume is now stained red.
Ooh.
It's a dark,
and a little,
brownish red.
And a little burn.
Pumpkin. It's the red pumpkin of evil.
He's gonna take off the pumpkin outfit, and
you're naked.
No, I still have pant.
Do you? Because you were sleeping in your own wine and filth, and you were wearing Toddrick's. Or you were wearing Stewart's clothes.
I was wearing Stewart's like cape or something. I had it like wrapped around me.
Yep.
And I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look at Stewart and just hate to ask, but
do you? Because you're doing it a lot.
I know I can't help it. I get more clothes when we go back. I might even get like another chest piece so I don't get hurt.
I'm making out a pumpkin.
No.
Or a squash.
No more pumpkins.
You can be a ghost.
I don't want any gourd.
You can be a short
costumes.
ghost.
No.
Be a pumpkin ghost.
We're not doing that. You know what? Hold on. He's gonna reach into his pumpkins and I forgot what did I put in there? I put something in there. I know I have some. I totally something I definitely should have wrote down, and I don't think I did, but I definitely.
Your old staff is in there for sure.
No, I think I had that like ninja sorted in the back or something. I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, he's gonna try to get Stewart to toss him.
I mean, it's already covered in shit anyway. Whatever.
Okay. Since we're in like a small room, he's gonna. You guys said, mind doing a little turn here, you know.
They know it's proportionate to your size. Don't worry about it.
Hey, that's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, I just wish, given the ladies the opportunity to not have to witness the majesty that is Toddrick.
It's the great pumpkin, Charlie Brown. As she steps into the pantry.
He's so modest.
He's gonna take off the pumpkin costume, and with a mighty thud, he's gonna just throw it to the side. And then he's going to take the cape and just kind of latch it up, and now he looks like he's wearing a Roman toga.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you have a bloody, disgusting flop of a pumpkin costume. Your business is all up inside Stewart's cape. Is that what you're wearing? His cape?
My tabard.
Your tabard? Okay. You festooned it up in a way that it looks like a Roman toga. Or in this case, a Cardian toga.
Yeah, I still have my like little side satchel thing. So
sure,
my hair is all right. Look good.
You look good.
Always,
Thorne,
I always look good.
Thorne, you are coming down from your rage-induced high, and Auntie Nanny, you have been in the closet long enough. You feel like it's safe to go out.
Yeah, she comes out. Eating like some red beans and rice or something.
Mm-hmm. That you just found in there.
Yeah,
fully cooked.
In there, fully cooked. She's really good at cooking.
Yeah.
There. I suppose that any one of these nasty druids we're supposed to eliminate, or have we scoured the place of all of the pests?
No, I'm pretty sure we're probably not done.
All right then. Just going to loot the vine blights and see if there's any spell components or pieces of them that might be kind of neat, might be useful in a situation.
Roll me. Do you have herbalism?
I have a thing that is called cooking tools. No,
Okay. Roll me wisdom. Just straight wisdom.
straight wisdom.
So
That's-
you aren't able to discern if they can be used as components. You know that the majority of them are becoming brittle and like kind of falling apart to like ash. However, you are quick enough to unstop like some kind of like cooking oil that you probably have with you and sort of shove one of the vines into the oil to preserve it. You're not sure what it does, but you think it might be neat.
And a fine black vine.
So you have a fragment of the vine blade.
Nice.
The rest of you guys, what are you doing?
I've probably gone to check out this druid, and I mean they don't carry much. He knows that because Toddrick. But
Yep.
probably going through her pockets when he finds them.
Sure. So this one in particular has a staff of ash. It is just like a ash wood black staff. Not too dissimilar to what Toddrick has, except you can just you don't get any sense of any kind of magic out of it, and you're vaguely acquainted with magic.
Yeah.
You get no sense out of that thing. Other than that, it has a very rough sewn together like hide armor that is basically like small rodents sewn together. Like the skin of small rodents, tanned and sewn together. Half of them aren't even tanned. It's just like still furs, just sewn together to make hide armor. Other than that, she has no worldly possessions on her.
I probably pull the fork out of her
Mm-hmm.
and then walk out of the room, kind of spinning it like I'm cool.
Yeah, that's your new catapult of choice.
Yeah.
I like
Well,
it.
yeah.
I dig it. So yeah, you guys are free to roam around the winery.
I was gonna say
Before I get flipped there.
if I could do a perception check while everybody was doing that, I'm gonna kind of like crack the door open a bit and listen, see what I could
Sure.
see.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Ooh, a 0
That's a good number. That's a good round number.
round.
You like that?
Look safe.
That was for bitters. So yeah, but you still basically all you hear at this point in time is the rush of blood to your head from the rage that you're still kind of coming out of, and it just sounds like white noise that exists in the background, kind of blocking out, and everyone sounds a little Charlie Brownie.
So she's mostly just pretending like
Yeah.
she's looking out the door.
It looks like you lean towards the door and you like cock your head to the side and you like intently listen and like looking at someone and be like,
Yeah.
but it has no actual effect. But if anyone looked at you, they'd think you were doing it, which is half the battle at least.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about appearances.
Yeah. Auntie Nanny, what are you doing?
Nanny is picking up the pumpkin outfit, re-pocketing it, and she's probably snatching up some cooking stuff.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, there's a few. So you can't carry a whole lot because of your frail body, but
Yep.
there is some dried foodstuffs. Probably not a lot of meat left because I believe Thorne ate most of it. But there is some like flour. There is some like dried fruit. And there's probably like a pot, pan, fork situation you can get.
Okay.
Essentially, you can make a mess kit if you don't already have one, or
Alright.
make a second mess kit.
I'll take a good little skillet. You know,
Okay,
nice cast iron skillet will be good.
sure. Protect your butt.
Yep, from bullets.
Yep. Toddrick, what are you doing?
Toddrick is first off, he's going to cast Cure Wounds on himself because he is at a little old 2 HP. So, 8 neat
Dirty druids.
Sindrudes.
So you heal yourself back up to 8, or back up to 10,
10. Yep.
and you see that Stewart is beginning to walk out of the room. Stewart, I assume you're walking out in a this way manner.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll follow. Once Stewart gets out there, I'll follow
Sure.
behind him.
Yeah, once when I see them kind of moving, and after he kind of heals himself, he's like, "Oh, hey, come on, Nanny, let's go."
Okay, there, just let me get this little mess kit fixed to me. Here, there we go. Okay. And she looks like almost like a prospector from the West with all these damn pots and pans hanging off of her that she's just been collecting up. And she tails behind.
Okay. You do so. You kind of grab everything and attach it to you in some manner or other. Mostly or other.
I like that she's taking like tea towels and like folding them into like a long strip.
Yeah.
And then like getting it through the handle of the pot and then like tying it to her waist.
Yep. Yeah, just go for
All the tea towels are gone.
Yeah.
All the washcloths are gone.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like her dress is made out of just all these tea towels she's stolen in tablecloths over the past years.
That she's just fashioned into some manner of elaborate garb.
I am the Omni Kitchen.
It's all a clever ruse.
I'm getting an image of the old lady from Labyrinth. All the things on the back.
yeah.
Don't touch it, Flopsy. Don't love Flopsy. Yep.
Yeah.
That is what I've thought of Nanny since the moment of inception.
I like her now.
So Stewart, you seem to be leading the way. Where are you guys going? Where are you taking
Okay, well we came up these stairs at one point, right?
At one point, Thorne came up those stairs.
Okay.
You guys came up these stairs one time. You guys came up these stairs a different time. You can't see where I'm clicking. These stairs here one time.
Yeah.
And these stairs here at the other time. And you broke in through this secret door here.
But we did.
So you haven't. Only Thorne has been right where you are, I believe.
Okay. But I want to say somebody like checked out down this hallway too, right?
Thorne stepped out and looked down it, and maybe Toddrick looked down it as well.
Yeah, I followed Thorne in through that door.
Yeah, and all you guys saw was this door was ajar, and it still is.
Well, the road less traveled, I guess. Stewart's got his glaive out. He's not taking any chances now. And he'll step in front of this door, make sure everybody's with him.
Okay, you do so.
And then kick it in.
Door kicks in. Much to your chagrin, you see next to nothing in here. In fact, you see that there are two pairs of bunk beds. Yes, two pairs of bunk beds against the west wall and the north wall. Right? Is that how that works? West wall and east wall. Sorry. Wait, what? How the hell does this map work? North wall and east wall. Jesus, my brain. Yeah, that's what I said. Those are the things. And there are 4 footlockers along the west wall.
I'd like to point out that as he kicks in the door, he shouts, "Open up in the name of the law."
It opens.
Okay. And with nothing in there, he'll move to the next one.
But does it open in the name of the law?
I mean,
it clearly did.
In the name of the lawful good?
Bitters, maybe a perception check. Okay. The floor in this room is littered with children's toys, to include several strange painted dolls.
Nope. He's gonna real nonchalantly, like, nope, no, nothing in there.
Mm-hmm.
You're very quickly on running out of that door. Are you sure there's nothing in there?
I didn't run from anything. There's nothing in there.
Nothing at all?
Get over here.
If Toddrick will hurry the hell up, and if Thorne can get moving, maybe I can get out of this damn room. Thank you. Oh, get off me!
And just because I hate these doors, Thorne, you get this one.
So,
Okay.
just real quick, I want to look in here and I want to see if I can see. Do I see the dolls at all?
Roll perception.
I want to see the dolls.
What are you looking in there for? I thought he said don't look in there.
Damn it, he knows.
Toddrick!
Usually when he says don't look, it's not for a very good reason.
So you look inside and you see there are toys scattered across the floor. There's a few like dollish looking things. There's a few like horses. There's a few like wagons. Nothing really stands out to you.
I'm gonna grab one of the dolls.
Okay.
Where did you get that? You got that from that room?
He's gonna try to go. Shh.
I want one. She goes in and grabs one too.
Sure. Yeah. There's a few dolls stuffed with various bits of stuffing. There's a Vistani looking wagon cart.
Ooh,
and
look at that. That looks cute.
There's a horse. And
I
are you getting all close to these things and touching them there, Auntie Nanny?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Danny is totally
Yeah.
a horse lady.
Yeah.
The horse is all black. It looks like it has like wild eyes, like very fierce eyes for a wooden horse. And where its mane and tail would be is like orange fire carvings. It's very red and orange.
It's like a nightmare. Not that Nanny knows what that is.
Yep. And roll me a perception check.
Shit.
Realizing they're gone, Stewart's probably mumbling to Thorne.
Guess
now.
what
the
I just
fuck
summoned?
Do they not understand about get over here?
Oh, dearie, I might have summoned something. Perception check.
Yep.
A natural 20.
On the bottom of the horse, you see the word inscribed in there, Bucephalus.
Bucephalus.
And then in smaller lettering, you see, is no fun, is no blinksy.
Bucephalus
That's
is
the
no
word there. I copied it for
fun?
you.
Is no blixie?
Here you go. It's in chat for you.
Okay, thanks.
Bucephalus is no fun, is no blinksy.
Okay. Bucephalus.
Is it written by Jar Jar Binks?
Nope.
Blinksy. I pull on Toddrick's shoulder. Oh, Toddrick, have you ever heard of Bucephalus?
I don't know. I feel like if it's a historical figure, I might know who it is.
You don't.
Okay, I know. I'm gonna be like, hey, I don't know any Bucephalus or whatever you said.
Okay, just asking there. It's written on the bottom of a little horse toy. I was wondering who Bucephalus might be.
I mean, artists like to sign their work. Maybe it's the man who crafted it.
Yeah, it could be. But who could Blixie be?
Maybe it's the name of the toy. Maybe
Okay.
maybe it's the child who owned the toy is Bucephalus and the horse is Blinkso or whatever.
Blixie. Okay, oh, that makes. I don't know. Blinksalophilus. What kind of dinosaur are we talking about again?
Thorne, you are faced with your favorite enemy, a door.
Yeah, and from the hallway, the other two in the other room probably hear, it's druids everywhere.
It's true. It's all the way up.
There's so many druids.
Just
in this
knee
room.
deep.
Thorne's gonna laugh. So many. And then she will kick the door.
Boom! You bash this door in, and it looks much like the room you walked past. There are 2 bunk beds and 4 footlockers, and a few bits and bobs of toys scattered across the floor, of which there are several like small dolls.
Okay, I don't care. I'm gonna fling all of those footlockers open.
Okay. As you begin, they're not locks. You just begin lifting them open. Each of the footlockers contains what looks to be clothing. And you're smart enough to notice that do you pick through them, I assume?
Yeah, she mostly just kind of tips them over.
Okay. It looks like each of these boxes contains different toys, separated, and the clothing inside of here is much too small to fit a normal-sized person. They seem to be maybe enough to fit Toddrick, but some are even smaller than that.
Okay, she'll be like, Toddrick, there's an outfit for you. And
Is it orange?
It's not orange.
I don't know. And then she doesn't find anything in there particularly interesting.
Yeah, no, everything in here is mostly mundane clothing and personal effects.
Okay.
The only thing you guys found was the chest full of money that Auntie Nanny tried to steal, and Stewart yelled at her for.
All right, then I'll go back out.
Sure. You are back out in the hallway. Stewart, you are in the hallway looking in that room?
Yeah, Stewart peeked in, saw more dolls, and went down to the
Okay.
to the hall.
What about this last room?
Well, I mean, the door was open, right? So
Yep.
probably looked inside to make sure there's no dolls there.
Yep, there are no dolls. There is, however, a desk, a wooden chair, there's a tall wooden cabinet, and there's a strange metal and wooden contraption that takes up most of the back wall.
Well, I mean, that bears investigation.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm an investigator.
Mm-hmm. An investigator, one would say.
One wouldn't.
Nope.
One also wouldn't say tapestry.
They wouldn't say that either.
Yeah.
Would they say croissant? So, roll
How
me
far we've
investigation. Roll me investigation.
Like nails on a chalkboard.
So yeah, inside. What are you looking at? Everything, or just this one?
This contraption interests me. The other stuff, that's the readers.
Okay. How much time did you spend in the city?
A good amount. He was raised out in the country, but as soon as he started working, he pretty well joined the city watch.
Okay. How fascinated by machinery would you be?
Stuff that might come up, like innovations in cow milking may have intrigued his roots or things like that. Maybe printing presses, that sort of thing. It's fascinating, but I never really wrapped my head around it.
Right. So this is one of those instances where you mostly learned about this thing because you know it would affect Toddrick. This is in fact a printing press before you. And you can tell looking over that it was recently in use. The ink is mostly dried. So it wasn't like just used today. It was used probably like a few days ago. But you can see that the plates that form the stamp essentially are the Wizard of Wine's bottles. Like they're the bottle. They're the
It's a label maker.
Essentially, it's a label maker. Yep, that's the word. That's the word I was looking for.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Way better than the previous two rooms.
Yeah, no dolls at all here.
There's like a desk and stuff too, right?
There is a desk and stuff too.
I'll start like just pulling the drawers open
Okay.
and like loosely rummaging through them.
Roll me investigation.
Okay. She's bored because books.
Yep. Yeah, you see on the table there are ink bottles, and as you're kind of like rummaging through things, there's a small bottle of wine in the drawer, and there are several bottles of like this viscous, really bad smelling liquid with a paintbrush essentially inside of it, which amounts to glue. There's plenty of pieces of parchment for the bottles. And as you kind of pick up the things to move them around, you move the ink, and the ink smells like alcohol.
I don't think that's right. Is that right? I don't think that's right. And she'll hold the, I guess, is Toddrick coming up behind me there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she'll turn around and show him the ink. That's not right.
Toddrick, there in your face is a bottle of deep purple ink that smells of alcohol.
Toddrick's gonna dip a finger in it and taste it.
It tastes like the worst wine you've ever had, but it does taste like wine.
You know what? As soon as you said that, I was like, the last time I took a sip of something, it made me puke. And he's just gonna go, oh. And he's gonna look over at Nanny and be like, there you go.
You appear to be fine. It just tastes bad.
Nanny tastes the wine and doesn't notice the bad taste because she just had worse, most likely in her life.
True.
I can.
It's the worst alcohol I've ever had in my life.
Oh.
Does it like leave her mouth all like stained?
Oh, do you drink the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it tastes wretched, and it's like thick. It's like thick wine. Like it's been left out and, got some shit in there.
She chews it a little.
Yeah, and as you do, you down it and you like, so I've had worse. and all of your teeth and gums are purple, dark purple.
Yeah. She grins.
Thorne is just going to stare at both of them with her mouth open as they drink a substance. And she's like, really?
I look at Thorne, reach in and pull out my container of Thorne's like acid juice. You know, this lives inside of you. This literally grows in your mouth. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, big spock scary dragon.
You got poisoned this morning.
Not even like
I
an
did.
hour ago. Maybe 2 hours ago. Yeah.
Didn't kill me then. Not killing me now.
Yeah. You
I
appear
mean,
see.
it did kill you then.
No.
And then you died again a little while ago.
I'm not a zombie. I'm a regular old nanny. If it killed me and I was still talking to you, I'd be under some kind of necromantic control, which I'm not, because Toddrick here is my personal little battery, just pumping me full of hit points every single time I fall down. I think we're safe. And Toddrick tasted it first, and he didn't get hurt either.
Yeah, well, about that, I'm getting real sick of him not being able to touch me in a special way because he's using it all on you.
I throw my doll at him.
Oh man, a soft squeak hits you in the chest as the doll just sort of deflects off of your chainmail armor and lands on the floor before you.
Yeah, Stewart overreacts. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I mage hand it up and wiggle it in his face. Woo!
Toddrick's gonna see this and just pull his doll out and go, "You stole my thunder, Nanny." Just throw it on the ground.
Stewart, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Is this a poop check?
Poop check.
It's not. It's a madness check. Yeah. So you have the doll, and you are frightened of this thing, but you quickly overcome your fear, and nothing negative happens. Just a rage boils inside you for Auntie Nanny fucking with you.
Yeah, I think Stewart is gonna reach up and grab this doll and tear it in half.
I want to dodge the doll with my mage hand. Do a barrel roll.
You know what?
Contested rolls?
Just because everyone as well. So Auntie Nanny and Stewart, roll me
Enjoy your stay.
acrobatics, I guess, or just straight up dexterity. Yeah, so you see him begin to reach up, and you go to like and move it away, but he quickly just grabs it. And what do you do to this doll, Stewart?
Literally just like tear it in half.
I like it.
Yeah.
No.
And just two severed, fluff-filled halves of this doll appear on next to your feet.
And he's gonna stomp this way. Stupid, stomp. Oh, stupid, fat. She's gonna go in this room and just grab every single fucking doll she sees and put it in her backpack.
I told you, Toddrick, she was turning evil. This is bullshit.
Like, that's the evil nanny throws dolls at people.
Murdering people with lightning if I throw a Barbie at you.
Yeah, that's where he draws the line. Kill whoever you want, but throw a doll at me and you're going to hell.
It's just hearing this weakness to Raggedy Ann's. You know, they just...
Enjoy your
Oh,
stay.
shit. That's amazing. Toddrick, how are you taking this? Your thunder was stolen, your friends panicked, Auntie Nanny's evil. What are you doing?
He's just gonna grumble. He's seen Stewart freak out before. It's not the end of the world.
He's just a whiner.
He just wanted to be the one to do it.
Yeah, I figured. Thorne, you've seen one of the most comedic displays you've seen in a while. I'm not sure if you understand it, but it's funny to watch, to say the least. What are you doing in this room?
It was funny to watch, but then she quickly got bored.
Yeah.
And so she's gonna go down to the stairs and maybe have a look, have a listen.
Did anyone want to check that last cabinet in the room?
Oh yeah, sorry, I was rummaging through everything. So
so roll me one more investigation check real quick.
Okay.
Enjoy your stay.
Ooh, I'm helping.
Ooh, Fortunately for you, you can't miss this one. There's nothing in here except for a loop of wire, or a loop of twine, rather. A loop of twine hanging in the cabinet with a key on it.
I will take the key.
Okay, you do. You take that key. And you go to those stairs and you listen down. And as soon as I verify where those stairs go, you hear nothing.
Okay. Then I will go back.
Okay.
Be like, are you guys done yet?
Nanny's got like one of her pockets on her backpack is just bulging with dolls.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm finished. Quite finished there, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're finished here.
And then, she'll point down stairs over there.
Tensions are running higher and higher.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go down?
Yes, there. Lead the way there, Thorne.
All right, she'll just stomp away down the stairs.
Yep. And you all appear on the first floor in this area. Beep. Nope, you can't see. Beep. There you go. You should be zapped over there, right? Did I move you guys over there?
I zapped myself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This area here. You can shift click. You're
Yeah.
in that stairwell. Yeah, so you guys appear in that stairwell on the first floor again. You guys quickly identify this. Thorne, I assume you're the first one actually down the stairs. You quickly identify this as the opposite end of the fermentation room. And you can the heavy stench of wine sort of permeates, from here as it's just splashed all over the floor. A dead person laying in it. Several piles of sticks. And what do you guys want to do? What are you guys doing over here? I'm drunk. That's what that is.
Did we didn't end up in this back room here, did we?
Which back room?
That room in there.
You have not ended up in that back room.
Okay, so yeah, I'll take a quick look around the room and realize, yeah, that's the place we haven't looked yet. So
Okay.
I will
Yeah, so Thorne leads the way towards the back room, the final door that you guys haven't been in. Do you just blast this door open as well there, Thorne?
Yeah, I've run out of fucks to give.
Yeah, sure. I assume your quantity was real low to begin with, so I'm not surprised at all. So everyone, where are you guys when she blasts this door open? For no reason in particular.
Nanny is probably slowly ritually casting Identify on this nightmare horse
Okay,
figurine.
sure. So you're just taking your sweet old lady time.
Yep.
Okay, so that's going to take 10 minutes. So let's say you're kind of walking, you're probably like the last person in line, slowly walking down the stairs. Because it's not going to take them 10 minutes to walk down the hall, down the stairs, and to this door. So you'll be behind a little bit. You do cast Identify on it, and unfortunately there is no magic in this thing.
Damn!
It seems to be a mundane wooden horse painted to look like what you surmise is a nightmare.
I was ready to just ride that flaming horse of death.
I know.
And lightning people everywhere.
It would have been cool. Why it would be in a children's room, I haven't the foggiest.
Hey,
but-
kids get a hold of some crazy stuff.
Magic, kids. Not even once.
Thorne, you smash this door open, and a little bit of light comes in through a dirty window in the back wall there. Wine bottles kind of position themselves all along the back wall. There are tools on a bench in front of you. They look to be like long tongs, whatever the hell a glass blower's thing is that they blow inside of is called. That thing. There seem to be piles of glass shards and sand. And there's a staircase that leads down and a hot furnace. Well, I guess it's cooled now. A cooled furnace in the back corner.
All right, I'm gonna leave all of that stuff alone. Me and Glass don't get along,
Yep.
and I will start heading down the stairs.
Okay. Everyone, are you following her?
I mean, I'll go slowly. So if you guys,
Me to keep up with you. Okay,
I feel like that was a short leg joke.
maybe.
All right, so let's move you guys right here. No, god damn it, Toddrick, you stay right there. Move you guys right
I
here.
mean, I am 6'3". I'm like twice as tall as most of you guys.
Okay, Toddrick dies.
That was my favorite thing.
I'm just going to deny control from Toddrick of his own character, and then I'm going to move him for him. That's how that works. So, Auntie Nanny, I'm going to put you right here, but it takes 10 full minutes to cast that ritual to not use it as a spell. So you'll be like the last person to enter, and it's going to take you... like they'll be able to open at least one room before you can get in there.
So they're all like creeping in, being all stealthy and stuff, and Nanny's just playing with this little horse. Woo,
Yeah.
woo, woo.
Just like moving it, but you're like...
Yeah. Magic horse.
You're like putting it on barrels.
Put the little doll on top of it.
Yeah.
The Vistani wagon connected to the back of it.
Yep.
Here we go.
I dig it. So that's what you're doing. You're playing... you're playing dolls and horses. Perfect. Yes. So you play dolls and horses for a few minutes as you identify this. The rest of you end down the hallway. Thorne, it ends in, again, another one of your arch enemies, the door. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna kick it.
You gon' kick it. You gon' kick it. Okay, roll me an athletics. Shut up, Frags. So yes, you just bash through this door, and as you do so, you can see you don't have dark vision, right? No?
I do not.
Okay. So there is a very dim little bit of light that comes down through the staircase, giving you just the barest hint of what's in this room. You see there are some pillars and beams that seem to support the roof, which is what you would expect in a basement. There is a large wall, like a brick wall, that splits this basement in half in the center of the room. And right in front of you, on the opposite side of these pillars, is a wooden rack, and as far as you can see like light glinting off of objects in it. You're not quite sure what the objects are, since you can't really see quite well.
Okay, she'll just turn around. Annie, light.
You hear up the stairs, Thorne yelling for you, Auntie Nanny.
Oh, yes, there. What's going down?
You're snapped out of your horse fantasy, and you are able to run downstairs.
Light.
Oh, yeah.
Light.
I reach over and I take the doll, cast light on it, and stick it on one of her little horns.
Stewart, there is a doll glowing in front of you on one of Thorne's horns.
It's okay. It's okay. It's dead. It's dead. Don't kill it.
It does appear to be speared like a unicorn, like an inglorious unicorn.
Yeah, Stewart's gonna turn around. What the fuck is... Nanny?
What?
You know, you die real easy.
That's the threat.
Okay.
Point taken.
You're scared of children's toys.
I'm not... Look, they got glass eyes, and there's... I'm not getting into this right now.
Okay. I just put it all up there that had this glowing.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
You reacted.
Toddrick, what the fuck did you tell her?
You don't have to use your reaction.
I didn't tell her anything. She figured it out on her own. Honestly, I think she just threw the doll at you because it was the only thing she had and you freaked out. I mean, I was going to do it, but...
I didn't freak. Let's just go, okay?
Yeah, no.
You guys, like, shut up.
He's gonna lean in his room. I promise, if you're really serious and you want to hurt her, I won't get her back up next time.
Thorne, you see wooden pillars and beams that support the ceiling. Now you can see it in clear light. You see that brick wall to your left that sort of separates this room into two halves. You do see there's a thin mist that kind of pervades the floor. of this cellar, and directly across from you is an 8-foot tall wooden partition that kind of like separates you from the other half of this room. That is a wine rack, and the things you saw glittering in the light before were wine bottles.
Okay. I will head over here, have a peek.
That seems to be a ramp that leads upward.
Okay. Leads upward. All right. And then I will make my way to the other side of the rack.
And as soon as you get there, you immediately see a bunch of things. You immediately see all of this, and Toddrick... No, sorry, Stewart.
Oh.
You hear boom, and another blast erupts from the other side of that. And Stewart, I need you to make me a DC 12. I believe Constitution saving throw.
Do you need it or do you want it? Because...
Both. A little bit of both. Stewart and Todd. Actually, Toddrick, are you right there? You right there in the hallways?
No. I didn't. I was here. I
Okay.
was preparing my next move.
Okay.
Is what was happening.
Sure. Okay. So you're not going to have a next move right there because Stewart is blown back through the door and smashed against the wall as Stewart takes 18 points of damage. And the Thorne, you see the wine bottles just shatter and smash, and it's like wine just splatters along the ground. And you are face to face with several what appear to be much larger and humanoid-looking variants of these blight creatures. They seem to have actual limbs and faces as you round the corner, casting light on them. And everyone roll initiative.
I've seen this episode of Game of Thrones.
This is the one where Stewart dies.
I'm all out of spells. There's no more healing. We're gonna die. Roll up another.
I like how everyone's like, hey, there's probably more druids and stuff in here. Fuck it.
Well, we'd established the rule that resting in the middle of druid slaughter is bad.
It was,
Exactly.
yes, that was...
They'll just kill everybody that's here, so...
Yeah, that was a poor choice. I mean, you did the best you could, but no one... Yeah.
But I guess our best wasn't good enough.
Yep. Okay. Well, that's a high number. Come on, open the thing. Okay, I guess it's already... Is it... Why you do this?
Why you do this?
Why can I not manipulate the fucking turn order? Okay, cool. So we're just gonna fucking wing it. So apparently the needle blights go first, and then Toddrick, can I manually move you into place? Yes, I can. Suck it, game. Work around. Okay, cool. So the needle blights attack, and they begin spilling forward out of this place. I
think the first one that enters my range, I get an attack on.
You will, and they can't go through you, so they just kind of get around you. So we'll have a free attack, a reaction attack from the moderately concussed. That's going to miss.
Yeah, majorly concussed.
Yeah, the majorly concussed. You did take a bit
We
of
got
a
we got the retweets there.
You do. Yep, you have hit retweets. Everyone has advantage.
Oh, shit. Well, I need to use
would
that.
Hit. That would hit your advantage.
Yay.
9 points of damage on these twig blights.
He's super
Oh,
concussed,
he's
though.
needle
Yeah.
blights. Yeah. So how do you, through your concussion, how do you slash down this blight?
I think he gets, like, thrown back into the wall
Mm-hmm.
and then uses the butt end of his glaive to push himself off and forward
Yeah.
just as it's coming at him.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, you are able to just like you kind of lock the glaive into the corner of the wall and use that to like force yourself back. And the momentum sort of like propels you forward into this needle blight. And as you're like close up on this thing, you see that where the other ones look like they were like, you know, timber kind of strapped together, and the other ones look like a compilation of wiggly vines. These look fully humanoid, but there are barbed protrusions on their arms, chest, shoulders, neck, head. They seem to be all very thorny. I'm going to move him right over here because he's in my way. Another one steps in, and the other one steps behind it. And they're going to go. Two of them are going to attack. You're all out of healing spells, huh? And you're at 1 hit point, huh? That's going to be a fun fight for you guys.
I'm fine.
So there's going to be 2 claw attacks at Thorne. The first one hits you with 7 points of damage.
Yep. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Because you weren't doing the half damage for the raging.
On the last one, yeah.
Yeah, I thought of that as well, like literally just now. I was like, I'm not doing the math for that. I hope she is.
I'll do the math.
Yeah, if you go back up, you can totally do that. We'll retroactive that. That's fine. So those attack, you take 7 damage. You're not raging, so you take full 7. And then one of them is going to attack at Stewart with his claws. Does 14 hit you?
Nope.
And the other one is it looks forward towards you, and you see it like look over the side of the other one in front of you, and it throws its hands out like this, and you see these barbed protrusions just begin to shoot towards you as it throws some needles at you.
And I use shield.
Ooh, look at you, you little magic boy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think Stewart sees it's coming, and his life flashes before his eyes.
Yeah.
And there were so many happy times with Toddrick.
Yeah.
But
none recently.
It can't. Well, no, but it can't end like this. So he just holds up his hands, and all these little needles just stop at nothing.
Sure. So
Easy there, Neo.
So Toddrick, you see this. You see him take a huge blow, and he kind of bedraggled, gets himself up, pushes one of these things off. Another one comes at, he bats it away, and you just see these needles, these thorns, just sort of shoot out at him. And at the very last second, he waves his hand, and this is probably the first time you've seen this ever happen. But he waves his hand, and a glimmer of what you can tell as magic appears in front of him, and just they all hit it, and they just fall to the ground. It's your turn.
From his perspective, all he sees is his friend come flying through the door, slam into the wall, stab at something through the door, and Neo some needles down.
Yep.
He's just going to turn and look at Nanny and go, and pull out his staff, and he's gonna shove his way in front of old boy here.
So you
Stewart.
have 2 options here. Because it's such a small area, you can shove past Stewart and squeeze through the door, which will get an attack of opportunity from the Needle Blight. Or you can stand where Stewart is, attack, and move away, which will get an attack of opportunity from the Needle Blight. So do you want to be in the chamber or in the hallway?
Nanny, I think we should cut our losses here. They were good folks, but they chose this for themselves.
Get up here, you fucker!
All right.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pop in. I'm gonna hit him with the Gula stuff,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
and expend a shot on it. And I get that's how much health I get if I expend one of my.
Yes. If you expend 1, you earn as much health as you do damage.
All right. So he's gonna do that, and then he's gonna.
Okay. In that case, it is going to attack you back. So it takes 5 points of damage.
I mean, either way, there was no way of getting out of that without getting attacked.
I guess you'll never know.
Well, you could have killed it.
Guess you'll never know.
I mean, I could.
And you take 5 points of damage.
Oh, dope! That was totally worth that.
You heard it.
I mean, I can't. Me and him can't occupy the same space unless I was to get onto his shoulders,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't going to do that to him.
I mean, you don't know that you could have squeezed by him. You're not sure.
You told me that if I pushed by him, I get attacked.
I told you that you would get an attack opportunity. Yep.
Okay.
This fucking guy.
There could be things you don't know that I can't reveal to you until you find out. That's how magic works.
Yeah, no, you're good.
That's how magic works, buddy. So yeah, this thing, you kind of come in, you hit him with the shillelagh, and you begin to go back, and Toddrick, you try to slip under the guard of Stewart, but he's still concussed, and he's still like hearing, just in his head, the ringing, and he's trying to defend you as you get away, and he's too slow, and just sort of reaches out to you, and claws at you with its thorny digits. It is the druid's turn. The druid is going to get the fuck away from you guys. You're monsters. You're fucking terrible monster people. Yeah, he's gonna move over here. Yeah, right over here. And cast Barkskin, making it 16 armor. That's it for him. Thorne, you are faced with 2 more of these things. You just watch the druid kind of scamper away in the background there.
Okay. She'll yell, "Drew's getting away!" And then she's gonna great axe this guy up here.
Sure. Fucking hit.
And she's also gonna do the push.
How do you kill it?
Oh, well, yeah, she's gonna look over at it and just be like, and just kind of get the axe right into its chest and just pin it to the wall. And then she yanks the great axe back out and just pulls it apart as she does.
Yep.
And she swings the axe back into her hands and looks over at the other one and just gets this big grin.
And it does it. You just sort of like cleave it in like a tree, and you sort of rip it out, and you see like some of the thorns that had prepared to protrude out of its body begin to like flake off as it like slumps against the wall and just slides down as you rip your battle axe, your great axe, out of it. And the other one, you see it like take like a half step backwards in fear of your mighty dragonbornness.
Good. I feel much better about my day now.
Auntie Nanny, you see Toddrick run in, run out, get slashed, and you know there is not enough room for you in there either. What do you plan on doing?
It's like that part in The Hangover when Zach Galifianakis' character starts card counting, and you see all the
Yep.
She realizes, okay, so she's gonna run upstairs, run up to here.
Yep.
It's one movement to get there. 2.
It is 1,
3,
2,
4, 5, 6.
It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 to get where you are right now.
Really? Because I thought this was the I thought that was the I thought that was like the top stair equivalent.
Okay,
to
we'll say that. So
okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 to get where you are.
Sorry, I heard an explosion.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 40 feet to get where you are right now.
And then take her cast iron skillet out, and she notices there's this little ramp, and she's gonna do like just chuck it
Roll
down
me
like so,
acrobatics.
in hopes that it's hold on. I gotta tell you the whole story before I make the roll. Go back down here. So it's gonna go dunk, hit like trip, make him trip. I can step in it.
Yep, I like it. Roll me
It's gonna be
acrobatics.
It's gonna suck, but it's gonna be brilliant. 15?
Describe how you descend a barrel slope riding a cast iron skillet.
Oh, she's not descending. She's chucking it down there. Like,
Oh, I thought
Like
you were going
Captain
to ride
America's
it down.
I like that better. Let's do that.
Okay, describe to me how you ride it down.
She like takes it, hops onto it with her knees, and just Nanny Pan, go! And everyone just hears this scraping of cast iron on concrete as you see Nanny have her little Looney Tunes moment of just, bam, smack right into him.
Yeah, I thought you were going to throw it on the ground and then ride it down like a skimboard.
Oh no, she's sitting in it.
Perfect. Make me an athletics check.
I'm gonna hit all the spiky shit and take like 10 jillion damage. 7.
Okay, so you successfully grab this thing, you slide all the way down. It looks impressive. Stewart, you hear, and you see Auntie Nanny screaming down the hallway, and then wham! You see her collide with the needle blight in front of you, forcing it back 1 square, or forcing it back 5 feet as she collides into it. You are technically prone,
Yes,
Auntie Nanny.
I am prone.
However, you did move this thing out of the way, and look damn impressive doing it.
Is it prone too?
It is not. It beat your. I essentially ran it as like a charge. So your athletics versus its dexterity. So you smashed it out of the way, but it was able to stay standing. That's fucking awesome.
Had to get in somehow.
You did, and you sure did it. Stewart, you have a second chance at life.
I saved you.
Fuck. Duck. And he's gonna swing at the blight behind her. But she's down on her knees anyway.
Oh yeah, because you have a range. You have range, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead. 11 is just not enough to hit it.
Ugh.
Just not enough. But you do have a move action, and you can just throw Toddrick to the wolves.
No, I'm gonna bonus action do the back end too. Oh no, that's the wrong one. There it is. Yeah,
Nope.
no, I fail on that too.
That one also.
I really should have gone with the quarterstaff. Apparently.
Yep. You still have a move action. You can still throw Toddrick to the wolves.
I mean, I'm feeling so fucking bad.
You are feeling real bad.
I kind of gotta Toddy, give me a minute. Need a breather.
Tag in. Yeah, perfect. So you're still here for now. So that way you don't get stabbed in the face. The needle blights, however, are going to attack. One of them is going to attack at Thorne with great trepidation. Thorne is a 14.
Nope.
Hit. Okay, so it just, and you see it like shatters a few of the bones, but just sort of scrapes against your reptilian hide.
I'm mad. It's wrecking my armor.
I bet. Auntie Nanny.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to kill you again.
Skillet can't kill it. Does cast iron skillet help?
Does the cast iron skillet help?
Oh wait, fuck! I have 1 spell left.
What do you have? Is it shield?
Yeah, it's shield.
Okay.
I'm gonna Morpheus this shit. Boom.
So how do you deflect one of these claw attacks with the shield? With the cast iron skillet?
It increases my AC bonus for the whole rest of the turn. So yeah, she's going to cast.
It is the
slows
whole
down.
turn. It is the whole turn.
Yeah, plus 5 bonus to AC, including and take no damage from magic missiles. So until the start of my next turn, you get the bonus.
Wow.
Yeah. She's going to. Time slows down, and pan up, and just start deflecting. It's like a sword fight with a frying pan, and she's ready to cook some veggies.
So Toddrick, you hear Stewart look to you and say, "I need a breather," and he steps out of the way. You don't see anything, but you hear like ting ting, ting 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 happening in the room, and you know that no one else wields any kind of metal, and also Auntie Nanny has disappeared, and it is your turn.
Well, he's gonna kind of adjust his toga. Here we go, and he's gonna see. He's gonna make his way, I guess, right here.
The one you attacked is dead. No, it's not. The one you attacked is not dead. However, the one you attacked is currently engaged with Auntie Nanny, we'll say. So you begin to walk by. You get to here expecting to receive blows from some needle blights. But you take an extra step. You take an extra step forward, and the other needle blight looks at you and just watches you pass, and then turns back to tink, 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 attacking Auntie Nanny. How far do you go? Right where you are, or do you keep?
I just kind of look at him and then I shillelagh him in the freaking face.
Okay. 21 hits. How do you kill this?
When he looks away from me, I feel offended. Oh, like that? Okay. And then I just take a crack at him and pop his head clean off.
Sure. And you hit him so hard that a few of the thorns just sort of like pop out of him. And he just sort of slumps to the side, never seeming to really notice you. Is that where you end your turn? You still have more move action you can take if you choose to. That's it?
No, I'm going to move closer towards the druid, or I'm going to move side by side with Nanny.
Okay, you totally do. The druid, what weapon do you have out?
What do I have out? I have the Goliath staff.
Okay. The druid steps up to you and casts Shillelagh. Oh, really? You're gonna do me like that? Magic things? Okay. So, oh no, wait, it didn't do like that. Boom.
Yeah, you.
There we go. Does a 21 hit you?
Yeah, that kills me.
Okay. So you step up there confident in the fact that you just destroyed this needle blight. Needle blight. And you step up to help Auntie Nanny, and you see the druid lock eyes with you. Her eyes glance down to the staff, and then back, or his eyes rather, glance down to the staff, and then back up to you, and you see it just march towards you, and you see it do the same kind of move where it's like doo, 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 on the floor, and then just one hands across your face. And as you're like blacking out, you see it reach down and pick up the staff. And that is where you are unconscious. With a little death symbol, because you dead. Thorne, it is your turn. You just saw something scream by you. You're not really sure what that was. And then you're pretty sure you saw a Toddrick come out there and one-shot one of these creatures, and then immediately fall down. But it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna attack that one. And okay, better hit.
That does. It is one shy, but you all have advantage except for Stewart.
I am using it.
Okay. How do you kill it?
Quickly, because now I'm angry.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna cut its head right off. And then she's gonna stomp over here. And then, I can't really do it, but she'll kind of stand over his corpse.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you let me do an intimidation on the druid.
Yeah. As a bonus action, you can roll intimidation. Sure. What are you saying to this thing?
She's just like, hurt my friend. And she's just, barely holding herself together at this point. She has no more rages for the day, so she's just her natural,
just
pure,
angry,
normal angry. Yeah.
And since you're not right up on this thing, you see the druid step back, and reeling under your baleful gaze. It sort of steps back.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Are you standing on top of Todd?
Do I get one?
Over him. Well, in between her and him. she would like step over him and then sort of get between them. If that would be possible, because I know he's smaller, right? And
I mean, he's a medium-sized creature, but yeah.
he is still,
Yeah,
okay.
he is on the floor, so it's just difficult terrain that you're on. So you can make the attack at disadvantage because you're kind of, you know,
Okay.
you don't have proper footing. And
That's fine.
Nanny, you could also attempt to make one as well.
All right.
Oh, a disadvantage. Damn. Oh well, worth a try.
It was, and you got him to move away, so that's he's not on your friend.
Yeah. So I don't know if I can get. Yeah. So I'll get over. Aw. Nicely done, man.
Oh, God damn it!
That's
I'm never
right.
gonna live
That's
that
right.
Down.
Hopped on my broom. Guess what?
I'm never gonna live this down. Oh, why is this a thing? Auntie Nanny dies. Auntie Nanny, it is ironically your turn.
Okay. So is this fool still alive?
Yes,
This fool's still alive.
yes.
Old girl's going on nasty SOB over there.
Yep.
Okay. Nanny's going to get up, feeling pumped. You know, she just critted against that fool. Question: I
Yes.
did forget that I had arcane recovery, which I can only do on a short rest. Okay, is there a way to retro that to get a spell slot back, or is it? Hey, I forgot to do it, so it doesn't happen.
I thought you did do it because you used a bunch of spells in the previous.
You're right. I
combats.
did. Correct.
Yep.
Correct. Great. Shit, it's been a while.
Yeah.
So
no,
she
it's
is
all
going to take her pan and cook her some veggies
Mhm.
as she. Well, it's really her broom, but I just like the mental image of the pan.
Sure.
No, there went all her mojo.
Nope. You spent it all on the druid.
Yep.
Toddrick is down. Would you have heard something? Toddrick, what do you die? What do you die saying?
Delete my browser history.
You hear? Don't tell my mom.
Yeah. What do I say when I?
Yeah, you see this druid stalking towards you, and you see the shillelagh come like the doo doo doo, and it just swings at you. Is there anything you say in your final moments?
I think he's just gonna kind of smirk and go, "Really?"
And then you
Nice.
make a guttural noise of getting bludgeoned over the head.
Yeah, and then it's just sound of coconut. Just
Yeah. So you, Stewart, you might hear a groan, a Toddrick-sounding groan, come from the other room. It's a Scottish groan. That's what it sounds like.
bloody.
Oh no. Where's my ale? And it collapses. You are still at 1 hit point. What do you want to do, Stewart?
I'm fine. Yeah, I think Stewart was like held up in this stairwell. Took a moment to get his bearings, trying to shake it off. After that flashbang, nothing's really been the same. So he's gonna come down and see Nanny like toe to toe with this pan, and
Has a broom out, a frying pan out, and she's just swinging away with both
yeah,
hands.
she's Gandalf the Grey over
Yeah.
here. And Toddy is down.
You see Toddy in a slump, laying down in wine and broken glass.
And I think Stewart's gonna wade into Nanny's space, swinging at this Thorne guy.
Sure.
Yeah, you got reach.
You can actually do it right from where you are.
Yeah, just hard corners are difficult sometimes. So.
Nah, you're fine for this one.
Cool.
Even if I gave you a -2 on that, you still hit him. How do you kill this?
In fury and concern for my friend, and kind of wanting to protect Nanny. Weirdly,
Yeah.
and he follows through, like just pushing forward,
Mm-hmm.
with the back end at the druid.
Sure. That hits also. That does 5 damage. Okay, yeah. So you just sort of crack her like in the crack him, sorry, in the ribs. Very much not expecting it, especially since it's like backing down from the growling, snarling face of Thorne there, and you deal a decent bit of damage to it. The needle bites are dead.
I'm probably going to be fine.
You're probably going to be fine. Not like I'm going to cast another Thunder Wave. Toddrick, death saving throw. Everyone waits with bated breath.
Yeah.
You are one step closer to one of Strahd's minions. Dun, dun, dun.
Not like this.
Not like this. It is the druid's turn, and Thunderwave. Everyone dies.
Pretty much.
That's pretty much what would happen.
I might live.
You actually both only Stewart would die. Stewart would
I
absolutely
got temporary hit points.
die. Stewart would 100% die. Let's see. The druid. I don't know, man. I'm gonna roll. What was your intimidation? Was it 18? I'm gonna roll a wisdom, just to see how pants shittingly scared this druid is. Not that scared. In which case, Thunderwave. So DC 12 con saving throw from everyone involved.
I'm fine. I mean, I'm dead, but I'm fine.
I mean, you only take half damage, Mr. Bitters.
Yeah.
But then you're thrown against the wall.
What's half of one?
You take half of 12. Half 12. So you get concussed against the wall a second time. As soon as you get close to this thing, it appears to be trying to get away from you all. Thorne, you are braced against this thing, and you take the concussive blast, but you stay up in its face. Nanny, you do as well, but you both take...
Pan.
But you block it, you hide behind it, and it just sort of wind tunnels you. But you both take 6 damage. And the druid looks to its rear and looks to Thorne, and it wants to back away, but doesn't. It's not sure that it will withstand one of your blows. And then it says, fuck it, and starts to move. So make an opportunity attack.
Okay.
I think Stewart's dying breath is, I know about the elk erotica.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and this thing is trying to get the hell out of here. Thorne, it is your turn.
I'm going right after.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can get there in 25.
Yep. And
Swing away. Beat a 16.
she's gonna be like, "Why are you here?"
Do you ask that as you're chopping her in the face?
Yeah, I'm about to chop her, but I'm holding
Okay.
I'm holding the axe up over him.
And you ask him, why are you here?
Yeah.
Man, I mean, this thing's trying to run away from you, and it's afraid of you. I don't think it's gonna ask you. I don't think it's gonna answer a question. I think it's trying to get the fuck away from you. You're a giant fucking scary monster with a giant battle axe.
I know.
Yeah, it wants as far away from you as possible. How do you destroy this thing?
She's gonna be like, "Okay," and then just like right at the waist, just into the wall.
Nice.
So just the great axe comes swinging out at mid-range, just a great big baseball bat swing.
So do me a favor, hit damage, and then do you push 10 feet or 5 feet?
5 feet.
Roll me
And it would be
2d4.
into the wall.
Roll me
Okay.
2d4. So you deal 24 damage to this person out of their maximum of 27 health. So you hit this person like center mass with your battle axe, your great axe, and you sort of like, and you pin it to the wall, and your axe just bites through, and you can feel the resistance as your axe hits stone wall, and you've cleaved clean through this person, and you can see that because the legs fall, and the body stays positioned on top of your axe, and it is gross.
I'm gonna Mage Hand high five her. Girl power.
You notice that everyone around you is dead, so it really is girl power today.
It is.
Toddrick, no.
And okay, and then she'll turn around and come back. And so it's kind of like nudge him with her boot.
He is very much unconscious and not responding to your boot nudges. Unfortunately. You guys can attempt to make medicine checks to heal them up.
Yeah, I was just checking if I had a healer's kit in my...
You heal him.
11.
He is stabilized and no longer dying.
Nope.
Ooh.
Less so on Stewart.
I'll
It's the
run
claws,
over to Stewart.
you know?
Yeah.
It's really hard to like... Yeah.
I'll try and do a. How many death saves have you used up, Stewart?
Just the one.
Just the one.
Okay.
But shall I make another?
Thorne gets another try.
Thorne did her turn, Nanny did her turn. You made a death saving throw, stabilized Toddrick. Thorne and Nanny both get another try before you need a death saving throw.
Stop the blood. I can't stop the blood anymore.
Nanny? Death
I
saving
burn
throw?
I burn my advantage.
You burn your advantage. Okay. You burn your advantage and save. You stem the flow of blood. As you can see, like, blood and gray liquid are leaking out of his ears and his eyes are bleeding. And you can see bruises appearing on, like, the skin, the part of the skin you can see. And you see, you stem the flow of this thing and his eyes kind of flutter open and you can see that he's not dying any longer.
Man, how poetic would that have been, though, if his last words to Nanny were, "You die real easy."
You die real easy, and then just
Yeah, right
dead.
now.
Just dead. Just blasted. Oh, man. I would love to see an EKG for you. You're just fucking destroyed. So you guys are in this cold basement. There's a thin layer of mist down here. Your friends have been resuscitated. Toddrick and Stewart, please roll me 1d4.
Well, I'm up good.
Okay, you're out for 4 hours unless healed by some kind of other means. And Toddy, you are also out for 4 hours unless healed by some other means. Is the nappy boys.
Nappy boys. I'm gonna look at Nanny. Just be like, we have to make sure there's no more. And she's just gonna stomp back into this room.
Mm-hmm.
And then cautiously step back here.
Gotcha.
Nanny's going to
Her accent.
use the force to grab the druid staff from the dead druid.
Yep.
So she's got it.
Yep, you have the crazy Goliath staff.
She'll go on this side. It's like a little pincer motion going on.
So you guys maneuver around this thing and you see nothing. There are unshattered bottles of wine stocking inside this shelf. And the closer you are to the central wall, Thorne, you realize is colder.
Okay. I'm gonna randomly grab. These are corked, finished bottles. Okay.
Yep.
At this point, I've run out of fucks to give. So she's just gonna grab a bottle off, yank the cork out, and chug it.
Okay. You do.
And then she's gonna check out this wall.
Okay.
I see the wine not killing her.
The wine is not killing her.
I'll take a bottle out and I'll chug it too.
And it appears to be delicious chilled wine. Actually, it's not delicious chilled wine. It's chilled wine. It's kind of on the cheaper side, but it's better than any of the things you drink in here.
Yeah.
It tastes like low-end wine. And you're examining the wall?
Yeah, do you want investigation or perception?
Yeah, investigation.
That's better than I expected for her.
I think it's better than we all expected. Yeah. You are kind of going up against this wall, and you see as though it looks like the mist is sort of permeating, not out from underneath this wall, but it's just sort of permeating from it. And as you're close to the wall, it's colder, and the wall is cold to the touch. You're not sure what this wall is, but you feel like the cold is somehow emanating from this wall.
I'll just bash it with my hand.
Okay. It appears to be a stone wall, like a bricked up wall.
This is weird. This is weird.
What's weird? What are you doing? You're beating the wall. Why are you hitting the wall? It didn't attack you.
Point out she'll just take Nanny's hand and put it on the wall.
Oh,
And it is very cold.
And then she'll point to the mist like coming out of the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe,
Yeah, it's not coming out from underneath it. It just seems to be like emanating from it. Like think of like when it's warm out and you open your fridge and you can kind of see like, you know, that coldness coming out of your fridge, that kind of thing.
I cast Identify on it.
How do you cast that?
Bye.
You want to?
I mean, they got 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like just until I figure out what's up with it.
All
yeah,
right.
it just as it stands now, it looks like a stone wall, a bricked up stone wall from where you guys are. It looks like a brick wall, and it's very cold to the touch. And cold seems to be like the closer you get to it, the colder it is. The further away you get from it, the less cold it is.
I look at Thorne.
You can roll
Yes.
investigate as well if you'd like. Auntie Nanny.
Maybe here's an idea too, Thorne. Maybe we should ask the landlord, since we seem to cleared out his place.
Okay.
Also, I rolled a natural 20, so 25.
So you take your broom and, like you're going to Diagon Alley, you start tapping these bricks and tapping these bricks. And as you get to about here, you tap a few of the bricks and you hear click, and the wall just sort of.
Ooh, I nicked the brick and it clicked, and I step inside.
And as you step inside, it is incredibly cold as you step inside.
I light my broom.
You light your broom up with magic light.
Then my light will just.
Your light goes out. You open this door and you're greeted with a blast of cold air, and a dark tunnel before you stretches in about 15 feet, ending in a stone archway. And beyond that, with your light held up high, you can see a shallow cave behind there, rather.
Oh, there seems to be some sort of secret darkness where maybe some villainy was going afoot.
Okay.
Thorne, you go in first.
No.
Take my...
Let's.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
She comes out around the corner, and she crosses her arms. She looks at Annie.
Like I'm in trouble.
There are two of us, and we're hurt. We don't go in there. We close, and we go talk to the guy. And then we go to bed after we eat. She's gonna go and try and find a way to, like, close the door.
Both of you can roll me a quick perception.
Okay. If Nanny knows how to open it again, or she'll remember how to open it again.
11.
No.
11 and a 4. So Nanny, as you were kind of looking in there and then moving out, you did see that clinging to the walls of the archway seemed to be a thick, dense brown mold.
Ooh. There's mold in the code.
Maybe
I believe.
maybe that's what the druid wanted.
Maybe so. Maybe he'll. If it's gotten moldy, maybe that's where these weird plant creature things have come from. Here, I'll push this little button and close it all back up.
Okay.
Let's get our friends up a couple of levels. Tuck them in.
Yeah, she's gonna pick Toddrick and Stewart up. Just put one over each shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sweep. Now I'm gonna go talk to the guy.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to go look for that guy?
I'm gonna look for old fart pants wherever he was at.
Old Deuteronomus?
Old Deuteronomus.
Cool. So, let me just close this and this so I don't have to kill you with those anymore. That's fine. Everything's fine. That's fine too.
Not fine at all.
Yeah, you're fine. You guys are fine. You're mostly fine. So you guys go head back out to the fermentation room. And you see creepy Mick old man again. You see that guy. And you also see that inside this room there are several other people. In fact, there is like an entire family of people. There is this man that you were speaking to before, who I don't even believe introduced himself, or nor did you ask. You see that there is a man, an elder gentleman, not as old as this guy, but like a fully grown adult, probably in like his 40s. There is 2 young children, a young boy and an older, like a teenager, female, and then there is another brusque-looking man standing there, watching as you guys emerge from this room.
Okay.
And the old man sort of on his staff says, "Have you done it?"
She looks to him and says, let's see, we've killed 3 druids, all of their little plant creatures, and we found a nasty little bit of mold growing down there that's given off. It seems to be quite nasty. Could be the source of your problems.
No, the brown mold is a natural. It occurs. It makes things cold.
Oh, okay. So that's interesting. Glad I didn't decide to burn it away. Whew. Just stick to the original job, I guess. So these folk here, I'm going to take a wild guess, and by wild guess, I mean you're the birds, aren't you?
What do you mean?
Do I see the birds, ravens still up in the rafters?
Roll perception.
Oh, sheet.
You do not.
13.
What you do see is from around the corner comes 4 more people. There's a teenage man, 2 younger boys, and one of the younger boys is holding a baby in his hand as they walk in.
Nanny's going to set her backpack on the ground and say, "Well, I was wondering why there'd be all these strange rooms in this place that I thought was a winery, seeming as how most of the stuff belongs to you. It'd be rude of me to take it." She takes out... Where is it? So who's Bucephalus? Pulls out the horse.
One of the young boys takes a step forward and catches the eye of one of the adult males, and he just sort of puts his hand out and he says, "That's mine."
Okay, here you go. You're no fun. You're no Blinksy. As I hand him back this horse. Speaking of which, who's Blinksy?
He's the toy man.
The toy man? Toy man? Tell me about this person.
He makes the toys. He makes the dolls, and he made the horse. He made this Bucephalus.
Bucephalus? Is that what you named him?
And he holds it upside down, and he says, "Yeah."
Oh, I see there. And then she's going to mage hand out all the dolls, all the little toys, all the stuff that
she was trying to steal.
It's like, oh shit, these are kids.
Yep.
There's some poor little savvy Grapes of Wrath family.
Yeah.
That needs all their shit back. And who's the cook? What's out the pan?
The older the teenage female, she looks like she's 19, 20 age. She raises her hand and says, I do most of the cooking around here.
Yeah, good cooking. A good weapon, too. If you see any of those bad things again, just beat the tar out of him with this bastard thing, and you should do quite a good job on him.
Oh.
And here, here, take this. I give her the pumpkin costume for whichever one becomes, the fattest, and just kind of sits there looking very proud of herself for returning, being a good person, returning all this stuff.
She takes it, not sure what to do, because apparently you have helped the family, but this is a bloodstained.
It's wine.
Costume.
It's wine.
They work at a winery. They're pretty sure it's not wine.
It's sure. Have you seen your weird wine lately?
The thick wine? The one
the thick wine, yeah.
The one that's ink?
Yeah, the Jello wine, yes,
She shrugs and just holds it, out from her as she kind of walks away with it.
Okay.
The older man looks to you and says, "So you have rid the place of druids, the filthy, dirty druids."
Yes, those dirty druids are no longer in this place. We remove every single druid, I say very loud so Thorne can hear it.
Every single druid has
made
been
sure that
killed.
no druids are in this place. Now, keep in mind, sir, we don't clean. Well, I do clean, but I don't kill things I kill. Clean things I kill. So there is a dead body downstairs, dead body kind of in the middle area, dead body upstairs. Your horse is kind of hurt. Don't ask why. See to that, and other than that, I'd like a place to sleep.
Yes.
Thorne indicates the two, near corpses.
Oh yeah, they're about dead.
Yeah, your two friends. Yeah, he sort of. There's literally not enough room in the house. Yeah, he says you can. We can lock up here as long as you've cleared out the inside, and we can make it safe for you to stay here. We don't have a rightful bed for you, but we can find a safe place for you to stay. Inside, not in the barn.
Okay.
I mumbled to a Thorne. Oh yeah, but sure, just build some nests for you yourselves. Then we'll have some beds for us.
She reaches over and swats Nanny in the back of the head.
Oh,
Don't be rude.
So you guys are able to find, kind of wherever you want to sleep. There does appear to be a shitload of people living in this house. You count like 8 or more. Yeah, they lead you up to the upstairs. They show you the ramshackle bedrooms. Obviously, there's corpses everywhere. You guys have been through here.
She's like, especially with the kids and stuff around, she's gonna, find somewhere to put Toddrick and Stewart, and then just go start helping them clean up.
Okay.
Or fling the corpses out. And...
Yeah, you can lay up. Any of you can lay up anywhere you want. The old man suggests this hallway here as one of the safer spots in the house.
Oh yeah.
He suggests that's one of the safer houses because there's only one entrance to it, or through the kitchen and through the side wall. So you'd hear anyone coming.
Word of our community's acclaim spreads.
Oh shit! Yeah, so you guys are able to set up there. So at a minimum, you can throw Toddrick and Stewart there as you guys begin to clean. I assume that Thorne, you're kind of like grabbing corpses and tossing them outside.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Toss them outside. Yeah, I'll go out. I'll drop them out behind the barn.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll try and she'll do all the heavy lifting.
Mm-hmm. Nanny, are you
So
speaking to your future
You will
husband?
stay.
Oh yes. I'm speaking to Uncle Nanny.
Nanny. No, Toddrick, you went down too easy. Now she wants more of a challenge. Uncle Nanny. So what are you saying to this disgusting old man?
This is why we have to get it back for the time for the festival. It's not going to have any defects. It's not going to make any of the people drinking it retch up any of their insides, or maybe hurt any of the kids. Because I don't know, maybe kids get drunk in this town. I'm not from around here really. But yes, we have to definitely get this back to town.
He looks to you and he says, "This wine," and he motions
Yes.
like the barrels.
Hopefully, yes. That's fine.
It is. You said it yourself. It is all poisoned.
No, only one of them got poisoned.
Nope, they all got
No,
poisoned.
all of them did. That's right. Only one of them got ruined. The other 3, you can use magic or a thing.
Do you have either of those things?
Shoot.
Hey, when he wakes up, that one over there, maybe he can
Yeah, he
see
said,
what he can do.
but he has to wake up.
Did you call him a druid?
No, I said
No. The Druid Slayer. The Slayer of Druids. It's he's from the Id family. His name is Drew.
Druid.
Drew and Stu.
Yeah.
They're a good fighting team. They're great.
I've heard about that.
Real good.
He while Thorne busies herself with helping the larger of the boys, or the two larger boys, truck corpses and clean up. The older man, begins talking to you, Auntie Nanny, and he introduced himself as Davian Mardikov, which you can see literally on screen.
Yes.
And he says, "I thank you for ridding the winery of these disgusting druids."
It's nasty. Hate them all.
Exactly.
I love to see a druid die.
Right. Me too. Well, these ones in particular, they come from Yester Hill.
Yester Hill.
They have been dogging us for years, attempting to steal our magical seeds.
Well, now they have no life, so no seeds more will be snatched. They're from what did you say? The hills?
Yester Hill.
Yester Hill. Ooh.
You see, the problem is there was but one seed remaining, and they did steal it. So there are 3, I believe, unless you tell me otherwise, 3 chilled barrels of wine in the basement, and there are 3 more in the cart outside.
Yes, there are also bottles of wine downstairs on the rack.
Yes, well, that appears to be all of the wine I have. All of these vats are poisoned and will need to be re-fermented.
Now, these druids that stole your seed, if we were to return it, what kind of, say, compensation could we receive from you and your feathered kin?
He kind of smiles when you say that. He says, "What kind of compensation would you like? Does your kind prefer assistance or monetary value?"
I look at him, well, anything you know that could help us hinder Strahd's advances would be good to know. Also, I've been given a bunch of weird freaking clues from like a woman who's like 20 times older than me. I've been wrapping my brain around it for so long, I can't quite figure it out. Apparently, some old person, I'm supposed to find like an ally within like an old person wizard man. Is that you? You're the Wizard of Wine?
No.
My greatest ally will be a wizard. His mind is broken, but his spells are strong. But your mind sounds pretty good.
No, nor am I a wizard. The man who owned this establishment before me was a wizard, but I am not. He puts an arm around you and sort of steers you creepily, like a creepy old man, to an equally creepy old lady.
Creep squared.
And he sort of moves you further away from everyone else. And he looks to you and says, "Perhaps I can help you with your riddles. And perhaps my family and I could help you with Strahd. What do you know of him? And what do you mean to do?"
I know that he's a powerful creature, capable of ruling this whole world. What I plan to do is to rip him from this world, to save the one that I come from, and that my friends come from. His influence is reaching out beyond these boundaries. I mean to not just push him back, but even kill him from within here. My voice got very manly right there for all of a sudden I lost my accent.
For some reason.
I get deeper, I get serious.
He kind of like looks around to make sure like no one's around you or around him, and he looks up to the rafters, and you still see that there are no ravens up there. And he says, "What have you heard of the Keepers of the Feather?"
The Keepers of the Feather. Let me check my character sheet, good sir. Seems I left that page somewhere else. Oh, wait, I know that they work in Valaki, and that their members can take the forms of ravens.
They don't only work in Valaki. Just a few of us. My son being one of them. He looks to you and he says, "You're here on behalf of the Blue Water Inn, yes?"
That's true.
Yes, of course it is. Because Erwin refuses to come home and retrieve his own wine. Erwin being the man... Oh, you don't know who that is. But you assume it's the man that sent you on this mission. Because you weren't actually there for it.
No, I was partying with the circus people.
Yeah, no, you were knitting in a knitting circle.
I was doing that too.
Yeah, so he says that his son is one of these Keepers of the Feather. And that he works at the Blue Water Inn.
Is there a falling out between you and your son?
Yes, you could say that.
What caused it? Perhaps I can help mend certain ties.
He
I can
looks
cast
to you-
mending.
Well, you did it. He looks to you and he says, "It's a feud from years ago. We had a falling out with a choice and family members. They believe that I am an old crow." And he sort of like smirks at the turn of phrase. He says, "I haven't spoken to him in years. I'm not sure if it can be mended at all. But we are order members nonetheless." And he infers that he too is a Keeper of the Feather.
So, Mr. Keeper of the Feather, since you're having problems keeping your seeds, we'll take this wine back to town. Maybe do some snooping around there, and after we're done there, where can we go to bring back your seed to then enlist your help in this?
You can bring them here. In fact, if you would really like my help, there are 2 seeds. The druids have taken one to Yester Hill. The other was taken by a disgusting old witch.
Oh, a disgusting old witch?
Yes.
Well, I happen to know quite a good bit about disgusting old witches. Can you describe her to me? Where she might be, where I might find her?
Yeah, he scrolls through his notes and looks up what she looks like.
Ah, yes, there. It's an index, maybe?
Yeah, you know, that old thing.
Let's look at that world map.
He describes, wow, she is fucking gross looking. Yeah, he describes a woman of advanced years. Skin is like, sinking off of her face. Not so much like death-wise, but she looks to be far older than you. He says, it is believed that her place of existence is Berez. She is the mother of night.
Oh.
I believe her coven calls her Baba La Saga.
So then, Mother of Night, well, it just so happens that I really hate the night, and I really hate the full moon that comes with the night. So if I can, just rip this woman away, vanquish her a bit, it might make me sleep easier. Thorne likes to just brutally murder things anyways. So really, if we just aim her at something and let her go, this Baba La Saga will be more like Bye-bye, La Saga. She grins, having made this dumbest joke in the world.
He nods to you. He says, if it would further spur your action, it would help you to know that she has a coven of witches who are loyal to the Devil Strahd.
She won't have one for long.
Interesting. But
Do you think we should-
she has one of my seeds, as do the druids of Yesterhill. And without these seeds, and he like motions through one of the windows, you can see like the orchard is like barren, and like you can see the trees are like blackened and sort of not putrefied, but like you can see that the trees are dying. And he motions out and says, "I will not be able to grow more crop in this destitute land."
Okay, then, if you were, say, you were a statistical-oriented person, would it be easier to get the druids first, or to go to Baba Lasagna?
He says, "Well, if you dealt the blow you say you did to these druids, there should be far less of them in the hill than there were previous."
Well, you can't get less than 0, which is the number I'm going to bring back to you, reporting of their existence. In exchange for this help against Strahd. And she holds her withered little bony hand.
He slides his also withered bony hand out and shakes. And it says, "Now tell me more of these riddles." And as he says that, we'll screen wipe over to Thorne. Thorne, what are you doing, lady?
She's probably helping, doing a lot of helping. It feels bad, now of course she's calmed down.
Yeah.
Feels bad that, they kind of trashed this people's house.
Yep.
So but she's just acting like it was totally the mean old druids that did it.
Yeah.
Not them at all. So she's, just, helping them pick up and everything. And then she'll just, she doesn't want to, I don't know, she's kind of awkward especially around children, because she doesn't really know what to do, because a lot of them are scared of her.
Yeah. Fortunately, you didn't kill anyone in the children's room, so they kind of are sequestered to their rooms.
All right. So, but the older kid, she'll just be like, sorry about your house.
It's okay. It was taken from us, and you did what you could to bring it back. We didn't expect it to come back in as well as it left, let's say that. But we're just happy to have it back.
Oh, okay.
And that we thank you for.
Why did they come here?
If you have seen the land around Barovia, you know that the land is mostly barren. Nothing grows here except for the tangled forests. And, we have these special seeds that allow us to grow the wine. I believe they wanted it. They coveted it for themselves.
That's mean.
Yes.
You're not supposed to take stuff from people.
That's what we said, and they did. They did take it from us. And then they took our home from us as well.
Yeah, but then we killed them.
You did, but...
Mostly I did.
Right. I would imagine someone of your size would do most of the killing. But now we just have to get that seed back.
Yeah, I can... Maybe... Is it really small? Because...
It is about this big. And he holds up his hand. Shows you that it's like the size of a large pine cone.
Oh, I could find that.
Yes. It isn't here. We know that. We know that much at least.
Okay, I will go and look.
Are you gonna look at here? In the building?
Where did you lose it?
The druids, they stole it. I believe they took it back to their circle on Yesterhill.
Okay, well, I need to eat food and sleep, and then I can go there and kill them all.
I believe that is a very fair assessment. Stefania can cook for you. And you see the young woman nod her head, and she heads into the area covered in ashy vine growths to begin attempting to cook. However, the larder is empty of meats and some potatoes. And she just kind of like looks around and then looks back out at you guys and then begins to take whatever she can. Also, there's a bag of flour spilled everywhere on the floor. So she begins to sort of piece together what food remains in there to begin cooking for you guys.
Yeah, and then I'll just keep cleaning and doing what I can to help them out. And I mean, she mostly just feels bad. Figures Nanny is doing all the hard talking work.
Yeah.
She's kind of mad that like Stewart and Toddrick are leaving her to do all the work.
Yeah, fuck those dead guys.
Yeah, every time she goes by them, she'll give them a little kick.
Yep.
We totally missed out on cleaning.
Yeah, you guys are totally fine with cleaning. So we'll say that between the conversation, the moving of corpses, the cooking, the cleaning, that takes about 4 hours. Toddrick, you are in bed, and Stewart, you are in there with him. Let me see here.
Who's the big spoon?
I imagine we wake up spooning.
Yeah. You can roll for spoon if you'd like.
I've only got this fork.
That's true. Nanny, you are there doing some eating. Actually, would you go help cook?
Yeah, I'll help cook. I'll use some mage hand in my do.
Damn it! I had you, Thorne. I had you. I dropped you. There we go. Boop. There's some Thorne. There's some Thorne action. Thorny bits. Yeah. So that happens. Do I have a picture of his guy? Nope, I don't have. I don't have Davian. Okay, cool. So yeah, you guys are, you Toddrick and Stewart, you awake to the smell of cooking or finishing food, and you hear like clanking forks and knives on plates. And the smell wafts in from the kitchen. You appear to be in the queen-size bed in the room that you were in previously. In the bedroom you were in previously. You guys wake up, and everyone is gathered around. There are several small children. There's I think 6 small children and a baby. There are the old man. There are 2, one 4-year-old dude and one 20-something-year-old dude and one 19-ish looking young woman who's cooking with Auntie Nanny. So you guys see a shitload of people when you wake up. What do you do?
Are we dead?
I think we probably already were. But where were we going to go? Detroit?
Fucking worst.
Fucking hate you. How many hit points did we get back from that? Just like one? Just one?
One hit point.
That's all I started with.
Yep. So you're back to where you were, Stewart. You're fine.
Nice.
He's gonna call out to Nanny and ask, "Are those beacon turtles?"
No, it's real food. We have some scones over here. We have a pot of stew. Maybe a salad for those who need to get that little itch scratched. A good mess of things.
Thorne, do you offer any of your backpack full of dried meat to these people?
After a while, when she sees how little there is,
because you ate it all, you'll offer the food.
She'll give them a bunch of meat.
I was just curious. So there's a stew going. There's different bread type substances that can cook fast, like quick biscuits. So you smell all kinds of delicious food. There's a few mashed potatoes. There are a lot of wine-based dishes, sautéed things, but no bacon turtles. Unfortunately, Toddrick, I'm sorry. No bacon turtles.
I don't know if I can eat. My insides are
Word of our community's acclaimed
probably the same
spreads.
consistency as that stew.
Yeah, that's why you need something solid in there to soak it all up.
Yeah, no, I'm just concerned it's gonna get all mixed up and we'll forget which stew is this stew.
Why are we in the same bed?
I mean, it's only weird if you make it weird, Toddrick. Let's just get up.
I'm not making it weird. I just find it weird that they put us in the same bed. Like, you see, there's like 3 other beds over there. I mean, I'm not getting up, but I'm just saying.
You died together, so they just assumed.
Yeah, you bring up a good question. What kind of image are we putting out? Are we too close?
I don't think we're close enough.
When was the last time? When was the last time you were with a woman?
Toddrick dies. He was with Nanny just.
That's none of your business, Toddrick.
I mean, you're talking.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
I haven't done it once tonight. Suck it.
I was on the verge of death. I don't know how it happened. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, like, maybe we need to go sow our wild oats or something, because people are getting the wrong impression.
Hey, you know what? There's nothing that says you can't have a hetero life, mate. Jay had Silent Bob. I've got Lanky Stew. It's okay. We'll be all right.
Lanky Stew.
Look, I'm gonna get up. And if I've got an erection, I promise it has nothing to do with you. I almost died. I'm real happy to be alive.
That's your 1 hit point.
It's gone. It's actually gone.
It's where all my blood is.
Toddrick's just gonna roll over and go back to sleep.
Okay, Toddrick, you roll over and go back to sleep.
And doesn't see it.
And doesn't see it. I think he makes sure he doesn't see it intentionally. Stewart, you get up and join the rest of the commune over here.
Yeah, I think some bread is probably in order.
Yeah.
Soak up the insides.
Yep, gonna soak you up. And around the table again is like a bevy of adults that you didn't see previously. And over dinner, what's his name, Davian? He's asking Auntie Nanny about the riddles. Tell me about these riddles you heard.
Oh, yes, they are. The first one refers to... Let me get out my riddle book. Okay, the thief. The card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help me better understand my enemy. What I seek lies at the crossroads of life and death among the buried dead.
Have you been to Borovian's gallows?
I have not.
There's a road outside of Barovia, the village, that crosses with another path. It's been
I have there now.
some time since I've been there.
Now that I recall, we did see, I believe, a hangman's gallows near Barovia. Although we were led to a team of Vistani by a crow.
A crow, you say?
A crow?
Perhaps one of my son's flocks.
It has to be. So, do you know where at this gallows I can find this answer?
I don't know, but you said the crossroads of life and death.
Oh, sounds good to me. The
Very
next...
dead. There is a graveyard there, no? It still exists
Oh.
there, as far as I know.
I don't think we've been in there. We just had a rough tangle with the graveyard before we got to that one, so I think we were not keen on the graveyards at that time.
That's true. I think Toddrick saw the graveyard, but didn't actually go into it.
Okay, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I think Toddrick might have been the only one, or Toddrick or Stewart might have been the only one to see it, but neither one of them went in. They were like, nope, fuck that.
The next one is called the Myrmidon. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. Look for a den of wolves in the hills overlooking a mountain lake. The treasure belongs to Mother Night. Now, could this be the lake near Balaki?
Mother Night. This could be the lake over Valaki.
Is the Mother Night Baba Lasega?
She has been referred to as something similar. Wait. You said in the hills.
Yes, overlooking a mountain lake. With a den of wolves. Now, we fought wolves. Wolves that could become people, but not the same way I think your people become these ravens.
Wolves that become people. That is most not good.
Most.
Bill and Ted all of a sudden.
Most not best.
There's rumors of a curse. Of these people that can become wolves. They lose their identity and their humanity. I had thought they were long defeated, but if they return, perhaps this is that Mother Night you speak of. Although, Baba Lasaiga might know more.
I'll be sure to question her before we enter.
Good. Do you have more riddles?
Yes, the hooded one. This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight, a faceless god. He awaits at the end of a long and winding road deep in the mountains. I do know of a sun god. And I pull my little amulet out.
No, I don't think there are any temples to Aelmar deep in the mountains. What would reside in the mountains? What would reside in the mountains?
What would reside in the mountains?
I'm not sure. This one eludes me.
Oh, I understand. Fourth one, the broken one. This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in battle against darkness. Your greatest ally will be a wizard. His mind is broken, but his spells are strong. This is the one I thought was you initially.
No, as I said, I am not a wizard. Where did you say? What? Say it again for me.
This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. Your greatest ally will be a wizard. His mind is broken, but his spells are strong. Now, was there a wizard, I think, that took a group of people to fight Strahd in the past?
There was a wizard, but I don't believe that it was a he. That is what throws me off here. Maybe it's the royal his. Although, and he looks like he's trying to reach back. He says, if memory serves, the wizard took many forms. Perhaps this visage of a male was a form he took. I met a woman. Toddrick, roll me a Constitution saving throw. Okay. Do you want to be asleep or awake?
I'm awake. I'm
Okay.
just kind of rolled over.
So you can kind of hear this conversation drifting through. And he says, the wizard I met was a woman. Perhaps the male form was one she took. She often frequented the form of a large elk as well.
Ah, large elk. Raggy?
Toddrick's not going to say anything, but he's just going to kind of roll back over onto his back and just stare up into the sky, intently listening.
Yes, she came here years ago. Years. She attempted what you are trying now, lady, to fight back the Devil Strahd. She had one of my flock with her as well.
Okay, and my last one is the Tempter. Your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. I see a secret place, a vault of temptation hidden behind a woman of great beauty. The evil awaits atop his tower of pleasure. Now, is this the Lord Strahd it refers to?
I would assume so. He is a power of great darkness beyond mortality, as he is I believe he is a vampire.
Ah, vampire. What do you know about those?
I know that all books regarding them are burned. I know that any adventurer such as yourself is tormented by him as they act as his playthings, trying to kill him, but ultimately end up dead and broken, like your wizard friend.
Well, that's just lovely there, isn't it?
You can see why we're in the place we are.
Our wizard friend.
He's referring to the wizard that...
The card number 4.
Yeah.
Hold up my, Charizard or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you there for that. Who wants some gravy for their potatoes? I turn to the family and hold up my little gravy boat.
People move their plates in.
Yep.
Stewart, this is the first time you're hearing most of this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's all kind of nonsense to him. It's becoming less nonsense by the day, but mostly he's just focused on how much everything his everything hurts.
Yeah,
and
everything does.
Trying to keep the bread down.
Yeah, you have a full body bruise. You're purple, like a violet. Thorne, are you just happily consuming all of the food cooked for you?
All of the food. But she's gonna try and be civilized.
And try to show restraint?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's kids around, she's trying. She's putting effort into it.
And Toddrick, what are you doing laying in bed beneath the giant raven on the headboard? And the tapestries?
Thinking that I should probably have a talk with this guy.
Okay. Do you have a talk with him?
I will when he's alone. I
Okay.
want to talk to him in front of all the people and stuff.
Then in that case, the dinner continues, and you hear the scrapes of plates and forks and knives and food being passed around and some banter. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Okay.
With some banter. And Toddrick laying in a bed of mysteries.
He's just laying there like this.
Looking up at a giant raven above your head.
Yeah. Like, and when Thorne slept in that bed earlier, she was glaring at the raven.
Yeah.
How dare it?
How
be
dare it
there
exist?
and threaten her in that way.
Yeah. So, guys, that was episode 11?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was episode 11. Episode 11 of Dungeons & Dragons Curse of Strahd. Episode 11 was titled Quoth the Raven. Yeah, pretty cool shit. You guys killed a bunch of druids. You talked to what you believe might be raven people. Stewart seems dead on the inside as in on the outside, and Toddrick seems intrigued. And Thorne got to kill people and eat food, so it's probably the best day of her existence in Barovia.
At this point, yes. If she just had higher hit points, everything would be perfect.
So, great news. Once you guys sleep, you guys will level up to level 4?
Hey,
Yeah.
boy.
You guys all level up to level 4 by the next session, so that'll be pretty rad for you. And let's go around the table and get our final thoughts on the game and tell everyone who you are. So we'll go with Thorne, the Destroyer of Worlds. Madfish, who are you? What are you doing here? And what did you think of tonight?
I thought it was fun. I mean, I got to kill stuff. That was really what I had to go like 2 entire games.
That's true.
It was 2 entire games without killing anybody.
Must have
And
been hard.
that was, I mean, it's her entire purpose.
Yeah.
It's all she's good at. As you can see, skills, not her thing.
Mm-hmm.
Killing and eating and then lifting heavy things. So she got to do all of those things. Yeah, and she's actually started questioning the intelligence of her fellow party members. As well. So
Because they just put things in their mouth when they probably shouldn't.
yeah, I mean, she knows she's pretty aware that she's not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but you know the whole putting things in your mouth thing. She did learn
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. Don't find things and just randomly put them in your mouth.
Yeah, you make sure they're edible first,
Yeah.
then eat them.
Right. A lesson well learned.
Yeah, probably from the hard way when she was young.
So we'll go over to the other shining female star of tonight's show, Auntie Nanny. Rem, who are you? What are you doing here? And what did you think of tonight?
Hey guys, it's me, it's Rim. Once again, I'm exploring my inner old woman here on unMadeGaming. Had fun tonight. Got to ride a pan down a ramp and smack myself into like a medium-sized Groot. It's good times. You can find me at my website, insomniaczinc.com, where I sell D&D adventures on the DM's Guild. And I'll occasionally stream a bunch of D&D kind of stuff or writing stuff. That's what I do.
Fantastic. The almost hero of today, Stewart Gibbs. You went down like a champ. You came back fierce, and then you went down again.
I always go down for Toddrick.
That's true. That's true. It's a well-known fact. Who are you? What are you doing here? Why is he making that face? And what did you think of tonight?
I'm Mr. Bitters. I hate everything. I moderate around here, sort of. The other guy does it better. You'll hear about it. Yeah, if you want to find me, I'm here. And like half of the week I'm here, and the other half I'm not. So
that's not true. You're pretty much here the whole part of the week.
Fair.
You just play live twice.
Yeah. Yeah, I had fun with this. I mean, I died the way I lived. Although I kind of get the feeling with the fallout afterwards, I'm going to wish I had died. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Yeah, the fact that they like stacked, is it four druids in here, and they gave them all the same stats. So like all of them had Thunderwave and could cast at level 3, which is just a fucker. It's just a fucker of a spell. And it's one of those things where like if you have Thunderwave, it's great.
Yeah.
Use it all the time. Like use it to escape, use it to enter, use it to fucking I'm in the middle of everybody. Blast them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, I can't not use it. They're bad guys. They're super
Hindsight.
Doesn't it hurt your own people too though?
Yeah.
It does, which is why most like the one in the room in the kitchen that you guys attacked, it killed it. It killed its own ally. And the one in the basement, you killed all of the twig blights, or you killed all the needle blights, and it blasted you guys. So it was only you left. And the other one was just the druid you fought alone. On top of the barrels of wine, and it blasted you guys. That's where Thorne took her big damage from that thing. But yeah, now you guys know how nasty druids can get. Maybe
hindsight. I had absorb elements and just never thought to use it.
Yep.
So
yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Fail sauce on you. And the dirtiest druid of them all, Toddrick, Frags. Who are you? What are you doing here? And what do you think of tonight?
Well, I almost died today. And yeah, that was probably the closest to death I've ever come in one of these things. And yeah, like Bitter said, I am also a mod here, and some would say the better of the two of us, but Bitters is definitely the more handsome. But yeah, I'm KW Frags, and I do stuff on the internet sometimes. I'm not sure what I do on the internet, but
you're sure it's something.
I'm sure it's something. Yeah.
So guys, like I said, that was Curse of Strahd, episode 11. We will not be back tomorrow for Blades in the Dark 6 and 20. However, we're going to go raid our friends over at 6 and 20 right now. They are playing on Video Store Cowboy's channel. He is our amazing DM here on Wednesdays. I will be traveling to New Jersey tomorrow, and then from New Jersey, I'm heading out to LA for TwitchCon, which should be awesome. So tomorrow, Video Store Cowboy is actually going to run an additional episode of his Tuesday night crew. I believe they're calling themselves the Void is what they're calling themselves. So that's going to be really cool. So definitely check those guys out tomorrow. Thursday we should be back for Havoc in the Hinterlands, all depending on how the Wi-Fi is in my Airbnb, so keep your fingers crossed for that. And then Friday through Sunday I will be back. I'll be at TwitchCon and back Sunday. However, I'll be back too late to play Simba Room. So we're going to be doing a vodcast of the first episode of Simba Room. So if you didn't get to watch it, I highly encourage you to watch it then. Mr. Bitters, is in that game. Kyle's in that game. Ex-Mr. Janina's in that game, and Hello Sweetie's in that game. And it's a grim, dark fantasy setting. It's pretty cool. These guys fought a zombie that almost killed them, and they took its head off, and its head talked as it flew off its body, which was pretty gross. And Bitters plays an ogre, which is great, and he has layers like a parfait. So definitely check that guy out, guys. If you don't follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff, what the hell are you doing? And if you want to join the conversation, hit us up in that Discord because we're there all the goddamn time, and we carry on most of our rad conversations there. So with that, let's go raid our friend Johnny and the Tuesday night crew of 6 and 20 right now. And from all of us to you guys, bye-bye.